Okay, hopefully that should be enough of a warm-up. I don't suppose it's going to feel like letting me... no. No, it's not going to feel like letting me have my overlay on. That would be too much. Alright then, let's get this loaded in. And then we'll just have to do things the old-fashioned way. I have to look to my right, like some kind of chump. I think when we finished up last time, we'd like just gotten the mission from Caius to head to Vivek to look at his informants with the temple, I think. Hey, Piggy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. We're still just loading here. I'm gonna tab out and get this pulled up on stream once I get loaded in. But I'm always touchy with Morrowind and alt tabbing. Sometimes it gets very, very finicky about that. All right, we're loaded in. See if we can tab out. I can go to the main screen. And then, hopefully, in a second here, with any luck, we will get some video footage of Morrowind. If not, I'm going to have to tab over and change something else. Oh, it doesn't want to work. Alright, good. Why would it work? That would be so simple. But no. Alright, we'll turn that off. We'll turn this on. You know, look at my lovely desktop here. And then we'll tick over to this. Alright, there we go. Boom. Doing well. There we go. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm by the Fighters Guild. Okay. Also, hopefully the audio is all fine. We'll see. I need to turn up the audio. I might need to turn it up a little bit. I had to turn it down. I was streaming Star Trek Online with my friend Kate earlier, and we had to turn it down a little because Star Trek is ridiculously loud. I think we were just, going down to Vivek. I guess... Tell you what, let's pick up the mission from the Mages Guild while we're here. Because there's going to be a mission to go, like, collect some mushrooms. And if we walk to Vivek, we should, like, walk right past them, and I can just pick them up while we're going. That seems like a reasonable idea. Also, why do I not have... Get this on. Start healing myself. Duties. Speak with Ajira. Alright, you got it. Couldn't remember if I could pick that up from her or if I had to go pick it up downstairs. That's fine. Just pick it up downstairs. Alright, now then, Ajira. Can I get a duty? Yes. Mushrooms. Okay, so Luminous Rasola, Violet Caprinus, Beggar's Bane, and Haifa Fascia. I'm never going to remember all of these, but that's fine. We'll just click into them just so I have the list. Don't eat Bungler's Bane. Got it. Oh, apparently these two are going to look very similar to each other. Alright.
Do you need something?
How many does she need? Is it just one of each? I guess she just needs one of each. We'll assume it's just one.
Then. I'm listening.
I should have checked and seen if she sold any. Also, I think they have like a... Yeah, supply chest here too. What does the supply chest contain? What's this? Spirit of the Daedra. Nothing that good? Oh, I can't put it back into this container. We'll drop it on the ground then. Oh! Scroll of Obsidian Intervention and Divine Intervention. That's actually really good. Fortify Willpower and Magicka I don't really need. The Soul Gems I don't really need. I guess we'll try to put this somewhere a little more neat. It can live on this desk. If I just go here, right, and then... Bam. Perfect. We'll head out on our way to Vivek, and I think we'll just walk. Is it like morning or a night? It's almost night. Let's just wait till morning so that I'm not immediately covered in darkness and unable to see. that would be ideal. Alright. And we need to look for these mushrooms. I don't remember what they all look like. We'll find out, though. If we see any mushrooms, we'll stop and try to pick them. I think she said they all grow near the lake. So if we just head, like, past Pelagia down towards Vivek, we should be able to pick them all up on the walk. Hopefully. I think some of them grow on, like, the sides of trees or fallen, like, tree trunks. So if we see any fallen tree trunks, we might want to detour over and take a look at those. I also probably don't want to run everywhere just so I don't run out of stamina. That's a good way to end up dead in a fight, is if you end up at 0 stamina because you've been running everywhere. So we'll take a little bit of a stroll here and there just to keep it topped up. So far, no sign of any mushrooms, but we aren't really in the right area for that yet. I think all the critters should still be dead. We just kind of came back through here on our way back from Pelagia last time. We had that mission from Anisi last time. Khajiit that decided we were dating. And then we have the lady that we hooked up with, that bandit. Told us to go meet her friend somewhere. At some point we should probably go take a look at both of those. I don't know, though. I don't want to mess with the Netch. They're not, like, hostile, but if you do attack them, they can be pretty dangerous. Their poison spit is, Oh. Alright, here we go. This is more like what I'm hoping to see. I can't tell if that's a fallen tree. It looks like a fallen tree. Sorry. Rearranging my seat a little bit here. Alright, there we go. This looks like something I'd potentially find mushrooms growing on. There's a rat. Alright, let's take care of this. Okay, rat's taken care of. Mushrooms. If I were mushrooms growing off of a dead tree. Hey, maybe this tree's a little too recently dead. Maybe that's the problem. We need to find another dead tree. Oh, wait, what's this? These mushrooms look promising. These are... too high up for me to make any use of. Good. Alright, that's fine. We'll find some more. Somewhere around here, there has got to be the mushrooms that I need. I mean, like, a lot of times, like, in nature, they tend to grow near trees. I'm kind of just sticking near trees to see if I happen to see any. Like, I don't think they're going to be, like, down by the water. Also, it's too, like, rocky down there. That wouldn't work. You know, this foliage, this lovely grass that I have everywhere is probably not making this any easier on me. Mushrooms, where are you? That's cork bulb. That's not what I need. Another tree over there with a bunch of mushrooms growing on it, but I don't think that I'm able to harvest those ones. And we'll go take a look, but last tree I had didn't want to let me harvest any of those. I don't suppose you're gonna want to? No? Alright, what if I take like a run and leap at you? No, that's not it. I could try levitating up to them, I suppose. I do have those pants that I made last time that let me levitate. If I need to, I could probably try to levitate up there. There's a guar up ahead, but I'm still not seeing any sign of mushrooms. She said to be like in the Ascadian Isles region, I think, and this is definitely like Ascadian Isles, right? Yeah, Ascadian Isles. Alright, we're good. Scadian Isles mushrooms. Got some flowers. Got some more cork bulb. If I were a mushroom, where would I be? I mean, I could check like cave systems, but I don't know. Doesn't feel right. No, still nothing. All right. I mean, there's all the big mushrooms, but that's not what I need. I need the little ones. Oh, it's the main theme playing. I heard the drums, and a lot of times the drums are the start of the combat music, so I was just like, wait a minute. Who's attacking me? Is that the mushrooms? I thought I was hunting them, but it turns out... No, no luck. How about... Okay, you're just a guar. Are you hostile? I don't remember if these things are hostile or not. Are we cool? Let us give you a little bit of space. We're cool. Alright. Now... Still looking for any sign of any mushrooms. Well, I found a weird little cave. We're definitely going to go poke our head in there, see what that's all about. Ooh, mud crabs. Also, yeah, the weird looking Morrowind mud crabs. Look at these things. Oh, I'm also like almost out of stamina. Hold up. Let's not get ourselves killed. That would be foolish. There we go. Alright. And then, yeah, I see you. Come here. See, I swear this didn't used to be as much of a problem in Morrowind. I've had this for, like, ages, and I think it's something with how, like, Windows and computers in general have changed in the 20 years since this game came out. Cliff Racers used to just fly right to you, get above you, and then just slowly fly down to you, and now they just kind of do this. And they'll just sit there, like that. If you walk, like, backwards, you move around, they'll kind of, like, follow you, but they don't, like... They won't get down here. There. Also, I swear I just saw a subtitle pop up that said, somebody said die. And I'm assuming it wasn't the Cliff Racer shouting at me, but I don't know who else that would have been. A very aggressive Cliff Racer. Oh, also, I'm running a little low on... do I have any repair hammers? I could do with a repair on my gear. I do have a repair hammer. How's my sword? Ooh. Actually, all my gear is looking a little... Nice. It had one use left. Alright, so when we get back into town, we need to repair our gear. That's fine. Let's check this cave. Manamu. Hello? Oh. I've apparently leveled up. Good. I mean, not good, but I feel like I'm not making the most effective levels. Hey, Zan, how you doing? How's the day treating you? What have we got here? Strength. Yeah, this isn't like the most optimal build here. So I'm just kind of spreading points out all over the place, which isn't really how you want to do it if you're trying to be efficient. But again, I'm not that worried about being efficient. Being a DGen, fair. I hear that. Same. Spend my days off effectively just sleeping and playing Morrowind, and a bit of Star Trek earlier with Kate, which was quite fun. And then I have to go back to work today. What a bummer. Oh, hello. The thrilling Morrowind combat. Alright, there we go. What do you got? A silver dagger. Ooh, I'll take the lockpick and the probe, though. It's always good. Yeah, the work thing indeed. No, I figured. The hell's going on? What are you carrying? Look at the size of that stick. Okay, I think the mage is... Okay, yeah, we need to be a little careful here. The mage, I think... Do I have any? Yeah, standard restore health. Put one of them in. Was just casting burden on me. Yeah, 40 points. So I'm basically carrying an extra 40 points of weight. Then he's just punching me. There, okay. Now then, what were you holding? Good lord. That's just a regular iron claymore? Jesus. That thing is huge. I kind of forgot that, like, sometimes the great swords in Morrowind are, like, maybe a little larger than they probably should be. Oh. Hello down there. We'll deal with Cthulhu there in a minute. Also, maybe I should, like, save. Just on the safe side. That claymore was hitting pretty hard. If they happen to have any, like, repair gear, hello? Okay. Okay, wait, what the hell was that? Drain fatigue. Oh my god. Well, that nearly killed me. Cool. Yeah, whatever spell he had, that poison burst. Oh my lord. Not bad. But I think we've cleared this out. So now I just get to go around and have fun looting. Restore endurance. See, we got some good booze. We got some good potions. We got a couple of soul trap. I'll take the soul gem. Even more good booze. We got... Oh, this is great. We're getting those scrolls that let me open up locks. We've got... yeah, take all of this. I said, take all of this. There we go, game. Come on. We're fine. I don't really need any of that stuff. Don't really want the short sword. I'll take this. Don't really need the iron armor. Oh, is that another exclusive restore strength? It is. That's good. We'll need those in case we ever get hit with a bone walker. Oh, and this one's good too. Scroll of Savage Might. Fortify strength. We might need that. First hold Revolt. King of Wayrests and Riemann would want to keep her for the Alliance, but her brother Helseth lost and has fled with his mother back to Morrowind. Who the hell's Helseth's sister? Huh. Interesting. I know who Helseth is, but I didn't know he had a sister. Potion of Cure Common Disease? We'll keep one. Handy in case we get bit by a vampire and we don't actually want to become a vampire. Telvanni Bug Musk. I think that gives you like a bonus to like... personality or something? It's supposed to be like cologne? It's pretty good. If you need to make a speech check work, worth keeping in mind. A trapped chest and a locked chest. All right. Real quick, we'll just pop this onto here. Come on. fail immediately and try again. Okay, got that. And then we can, what, put the apprentice's probe onto here and boom. Disarm trap. Potion of telekinesis. What the hell does this mean? 4.5 to go for the one-off. I will say, don't waste your one-off on the Azeroth Reborn, because I actually do really want to take a look at that. So I'm probably gonna be doing that like next time I need something to break up my day a little bit or break up my schedule a bit. So don't waste your things. It's definitely coming up like sooner rather than later. I don't want you to waste a point on that. Bargain restore health. I guess I'll take it. I don't really need a potion of well, you know what? We'll take this. So telekinesis is a weird one. It basically extends your interact range. So like if I had to put, I can pick up the book from here. With the potion of telekinesis, I could do it from farther away based on how strong it is. Now, not knowing the strength is a little weird because I don't know how far away. I kind of thought that was the original plan, so I was like, I don't want you to waste it on that because I am going to do that on my own anyway because it looks quite good. I played it a little bit the other days to make sure it was like working and everything, and yeah, it's working real well. So I absolutely plan to take a look at that. Okay, what are you doing? Is this lady just up here with a pet rat? Oh, you're not dead. The Luria Thirvane and a rat that wasn't attacking her. So yeah, this was like her pet rat. 1 to 20, 1 to 15. I don't want that. I'll take the iron arrows. It's kind of cool. We've got another locked chest. More. Yeah, I'll take the Flynn. That's like $100 for 1 pound. Always. Glass bottle. We'll take that. Cyrodiilic brandy. That's another $100 for 1 pound. Even more of these scrolls of Unduci's unhinging. See, like, look at that. 11 of these? That's amazing. What have we got? I was like, if you wanted ideas, also feel free to take a scroll through my Steam library. If you search my profile on Steam, I have my like owned games list public, so you can absolutely go ahead and take a browse through there. And if you're like, ooh, that's something I haven't seen in a long time. All right. Disarm the trap. All that for 5 gold, but it's the XP that's worth it. And as long as we're by this bed, take a rest. We're coming out of this cave much richer than we walked in, which is quite nice. Still haven't found any of the mushrooms that I'm looking for, though. I was hoping that maybe I'd run into some mushrooms, like, in the cave. But no dice. Oh, what the hell is this? Look at this! Yeah, I see you over there. Oh, are we cool? Oh, we're not cool. We're not cool. What is that enchantment? Is it just fire damage? I think it's just fire damage, and I'm resisting it partly because I'm a dark elf. Yeah, that's all it was. Okay, so just a minor bit of fire damage. Not that big of a deal. Alright, as long as we're down here, we'll just keep looting everything we see it looks important. Take all the gold. Don't need any of the rest of that. Don't need the helmet. Don't need any of this. Take all the scrolls because they're basically weightless. Anything else here that looks worthwhile? I mean, we're just gonna sell all the gem feeder, right? Because the gem feeder is like soul trap, and I don't really do that. Maybe it's worth having just in case I ever want to trap some souls. I'm never gonna learn the spell like soul trap, and having 14 of them on hand might be worth it. What do you have in your chest here? A common ring, a basic restore luck, and a clay pot. What did you have at your table? You have a lockpick on a plate, a handful of gold, and a copy of the Wolf Queen. Oh, it's security. Alright. This cave actually, was it Hackle Low? I think that's Hackle Low. Yeah. Hackle Low is actually pretty valuable. We'll take it. Salt rice isn't. Grab all of this. Grab all of this. Store intelligence is like, yeah, it's 175 value for that. Just taking all of this stuff. We're going to try to offload it all when we get to Vivek. Brandy, sure. Gold, sure. Bug musk. Wait, no. Bug musk. Sure, these are just like crappy booze. The Flynn and the Cyrodiil Brandy are not. Come on. Iron Wakizashi. Huh. No. Alright. I guess we just, like, sleep here for a second. We'll see about if I can... Okay, I think I can try to take on Cthulhu on my way out of here. Because there was, like... Yeah, look at this. Yeah, totally. Can I get over to you, or am I going to be stuck fighting you underwater? I don't want to fight you underwater. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. Drew wax. And is this... Yeah, okay, this is the little bridge I saw earlier. Is there anything underwater? You know what this game needs? A spell of seeing underwater. There's like a spell of breathing underwater, and a spell of walking on water, and a spell of swimming faster underwater, but we don't have a spell of being able to see what the hell's going on around you underwater. And it's so hard to see down here. Like, I think there's a fish over here? Yeah. Okay, we got him. Like, okay, if I just use the little Bethesda cheat of slightly putting your head, like, just at the level of the water, I can see there's a chest over here. $78 gold, and we'll just do the same thing again on the way back out. If you just kind of put your head right at the level of the water, you can avoid the water filter kicking in and just have a quick look around. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be... Yeah, we've already been here. This is that first little bridge I saw going down. Alright. See if there's anything else in these rooms here. Oh, looks like nothing. Is Anomaly one of the mods for Stalker? I've played, I don't think I've ever beaten any of the Stalker games, but I've played, 2 of them. The first and the third one. I don't think I played the second one. Maybe I played a little bit of it, but not much. I played... Is the first one just called Stalker, and then it's Clear Skies and... Wait, there's Shadow of Chernobyl, Call of Pripyat, and Clear Sky. I don't remember which one's which, in like what order. But I know I played the first and the third one. I think Shadow of Chernobyl is the one that I played the most of. More of an open world Fallout. That'd be interesting. I'd give it a shot. Because I think it's the third one that had the most, like, freeform open world element to it, and that was really fun. That was a super fun game to mess around with. Specify anomaly is very good. I'll definitely take a look at it. Is it still running on the like X-ray engine? Because I know the X-ray engine, like, it's one of the only downsides of trying to play Stalker games is that the gameplay engine they were built on is a messy old thing, and it's being held together with tape. And like trying to mod it or do anything to it tends to be a bit of an experience to see if it happens to feel like working right. I'm a big fan of if I launch, I think it's Shadow of Chernobyl. The main menu for me runs at 16,000 frames a second because it doesn't enable the VSync or like frame limiting on the main menu, so it just runs it at whatever the maximum possible frames per second it can run it at is, which I'm sure my graphics card is absolutely thrilled about. I think I went in and like used the like NVIDIA control panel to force frame limiting on for that because it was like that can't be healthy. And I'd rather not burn out my graphics card sitting on the this is the Monolith engine. Okay, so that's a different engine. That's good. The X-ray engine it's cool. It's like the games, you can tell this from the games. It's a very cool engine, but very hastily thrown together by, I would assume, a team that didn't have a terrible, huge amount of experience on making game engines. Completely fan-made. I'll take a look at that then. Yeah, that's definitely something I would be interested in. Because yeah, Stalker's great, but it's also always been a bit of a weird one of like, I don't know where to, like, how to fit that into the stream. Because like, it's so big and cool that I wouldn't want to do it as just a single one-off. But I also don't know if it's something that I'd want to play entirely through. I'm kind of in the same boat with like Metro, where like, I don't think I'd ever really want to play through all of the Metro franchise, but I'd like to show off some of it at some point. Okay, what are you?
Let me relieve you of the burden of your coin.
Let me relieve you of the burden of your coin? Greetings, my friend. It's I, Nels Lendo. I see you've heard of me. I'm not surprised. Don't tremble in fear. Nels Lendo is a reasonable man. Hardly the cutthroat some would make me out to be, but I offer you this fair and healthy proposition. A very simple proposition, actually. You'll give me 50 septums, and in return, you'll be allowed to continue safely on your journey. I give you my word as a gentleman. Once our transaction has taken place, you have nothing to fear from me. In fact, I can be a very good friend to have. What do you say? No.
Your wounds are great.
Alright, well. I mean, you picked this, buddy. Yeah, that's kind of how it worked in Shadow of Chernobyl, too. Is like, you could very much just ignore the existence of the story in Shadow of Chernobyl to just kind of go off and do your own thing, which was really fun, because the world's super interesting. Going out there and exploring anomalies and throwing Pokeballs at them, and... Okay. I still haven't found a single mushroom. I feel like I'm like losing my mind here. There's supposed to be mushrooms out here, I swear. Also, this guy. I've killed this guy a lot. Fixes some problems. Yeah, I mean, the original games were definitely around here. This is why you keep moving. We don't much like strangers around here. Good day. I wonder what that's all about. I actually don't remember this guy well at all. I just know that he's right near the cave that I want to become a vampire. I tend to go to a cave right nearby here to turn into a vampire. And then I'll sleep in his house to get the 3 days to pass that I need. And then he usually ends up biting it on the way out of here. I don't think he's ever done anything to me other than apparently being a bit of a rude jackass, but like... I don't think he's ever done anything to like warrant getting killed, but he's probably going to bite it later, so. Don't get too attached. So that, okay, on the topic of the if your bullet hits, if it's gonna miss, that's not actually a thing. I know Stalker pretty well from back in the day. That's just what people assumed was happening. The thing is, in the original Stalker, your the first gun you get, the Makarov, just has like absolutely horrific weapon spread, and the weapon spread is affected by the difficulty. And the lower the difficulty, because it's like a universal modifier for both you and all of the enemies. So if you set the game to an easier difficulty, the weapon spread goes up on everybody. So it makes the enemies less likely to hit you, but your guns also become less accurate. So because of how horrifically punishing the games are, people tend to play on like the easy or medium difficulties when they're first starting out. And that first pistol you get, the little Makarov, has crap accuracy anyways. So you can be at like point blank range with your crosshair dead centered on somebody, pull the trigger, and it just won't do anything. Because like the bullet didn't actually hit them. It veered at like a 45-degree angle coming out of the barrel and flying off into the sunset. It's not like there was like, it's not like Morrowind where I can like run up and swing and physically make contact with something and it still doesn't deal damage. That's not how that was working in there. It's how a lot of people assumed it was working, because if you didn't like spend a lot of time playing the game and you know, mess around with it, yeah, it's actually like, it's a weird system because it almost makes the game easier if you play it on hard. Like, you take more damage on hard, but like you're gonna die in 1 or 2 bullet hits anyway, so you might as well just play it on hard and it'll just make the game more rewarding. I don't know. It's a weird game. It had some like difficulty setting balance issues that badly needed to be addressed that just never did. We're almost to Vivek, and I still haven't found a single mushroom. I guess we can just check in the shops when we get in there. Like, there's gonna be plenty of ingredient, like merchants and stuff that'll probably be selling some mushrooms. Are these hostile? I can't remember if these are hostile or not. It looks like no. Are there any mushrooms over here? Come on. Okay. Bird? Bird, I'm down here. Alright, that's fine. We'll just put on the expensive pants and we'll just bring me to the bird. Boom. Alright. Bird taken care of. Also, we're not going into here, because I do know what this one is. That's full of vampires. If we want to show off Morrowind's like vampire system, this is where we're going. You can pop into this cave, like, right by Vivek. There's a bunch of vampires in there, and they're of the, like... Hello? There's like 3 different clans of vampires, and they're part of the like sneaky light armor blades clan of vampire, which they're the friendliest of the 3. None of them are like terribly friendly, but they're definitely the better option. Clan Bernie, I don't know, B-E-R-N-E, however you want to pronounce that. Burn. I think there's Burn, Quara, and something with a V. What do we have here? I can't believe that I haven't seen a single mushroom. Like, anywhere on the walk down here. Did something change with like how this game handles mushrooms in one of these mods? Because like, it's weird. There should have been more mushrooms.
Someone watching. I can tell.
Like, do mushrooms only come out at night or something? I don't think that's how mushrooms work, but I feel like I'm losing my mind otherwise. There should have been more mushrooms me whenever I forage. Hey, Poss, how's it going? Yeah, that's my dad too. My dad's a big mushroom forager. So, like, I kind of know like where I should be finding mushrooms. Like, I would expect to find some mushrooms around here, but I'm not finding anything. And like, there's these ones, but these appear to be decorative, not like forageable. It's like, even if I get up to them, they're not like pickable. I could go poke around Bitter Coast, that's true. I could also just go poke around the alchemy shops in Vivek, which is probably what I'm gonna do. But I swear that like the quests, is it up. I can get these by following the river south until I see a wooden bridge, cross the bridge over to the west. Oh. Oh yeah, no, it's Bitter Coast, not Ascadian Isles. Good point. Good call, Piggy. I was looking in the wrong biome, region, whatever. That's probably a significant part of why I'm not finding any. Where is... Can I like give you a coin? No? Soul sickness. Alright, whatever. Well, we made it to Vivek. Another thing to note, if you're trying to get around Vivek and you're not familiar with it, these guys here can actually cart you around pretty easily. They have the travel option, and it'll have all the different, like the arena, Lalu Canton, Silvani Canton, all that stuff. They can kind of cart you around from corner to corner here, so that you don't have to wander around trying to find everything by yourself. Don't Zigzagoons ever have the trait where they pick up stuff to find? I think so. I don't remember what their they be a ability. I don't remember what their ability is. I'm assuming that somebody's like modded Pokemon into Morrowind at some point, right? Like, there's got to be a mod that just adds Pokemon. Okay. I am looking for... Who was it that was supposed to be in the foreign quarter? Hold up. Back to Caius. Caius, he wants me to speak to Hulia at the Black Shalk Corner Club.
What do you want?
Okay, Black Shalk Corner Club. Alchemist. Jobasha's rare books. Oh wait, Alchemist. That's actually really useful. They might have mushrooms. You sell the mushrooms that I need. Do you sell the mushroom man? No, no, no. A bunch of nothing. However, we can probably... Birmingham. We can probably sell... Well, I can sell the Hackle Low at least. I feel like I don't really want to waste any of the rest of these because they're quite valuable. How about some crappy potions? You can have the Fire Resistance and the Shadow, and I don't really need Rising Force anymore. I do want to keep these. Keep the Cure Common Disease. I don't need the Dispel. We'll keep the Telekinesis. That could be fun. Restore Agility. I don't think I really need, but these are actually getting into reasonably value. Oh, spoiled cure common disease and spoiled slow fall and spoiled swift swim we can get rid of. And I'll keep the restore fatigue. I guess that's it for now, and we'll just bump that up to like there. Cool.
What is this about?
Let's check the other alchemist shop. Weird there are two alchemists like right next to each other. You there. Also, it's weird this lady doesn't have any dialogue. How strange. Okay, which mushrooms was it that I needed? This is one of them. I needed one of those. I needed one of those. Bungler's Bane, I think, was one of them. I don't have that. Was the other one she wanted Violet Caprinis? I don't remember. Well, either way, how about we trade you all of this and one of these. We'll check. Does she need Violet Caprinis? She does need Violet Caprinis. That should only be like 1 gold though, so we'll just go ahead and buy that. So now all I need is the Bungler's Bane. Easy. And also keep our eyes open for like a general salesman or general merchant. Anybody down here? No? How about across the way? Is there anybody like... What's this shop? Yeah, I'll be out of your way in just a second here, buddy. An enchanter. Well, I can actually sell some of the stuff I've got here. Ooh. Good to see a customer inside. That annoying fool outside chases them away. Do you not see me as you entered? That was Marcel Marad. Outside my shop, he stands all day selling ridiculous wares. Get rid of him I'd like to, but the law says he's within his rights. Perhaps you may find a way. Yeah, okay. I can try to get him to leave. You got it. What do I want to sell to you? You'll apparently buy all kinds of weird junk. You'll buy this. I guess we can sell the ring. Keep that. That's actually pretty good. Iron Shard Sword I'm keeping just so I have an enchanted weapon. Can I sell you booze? No. How about books? Oh, you do like books. Okay. Keep that for now. Sell you all of these. And then, yeah, let's see what here. Okay, Reflect. That might actually save my life sometime, so keep that. Elemental Burst Fire. That could actually save my life someday, so keep that. Savage Might, Fortify Strength. Again, that might actually be useful. That's pretty powerful. Man, some of these scrolls are actually really strong, so I don't really want to, like, ditch them just in case. And a healing scroll, too. Actually, we'll keep all of that. Because scrolls have, like, 100% cast success rate, like, being able to guarantee do any of that stuff could be really useful if I'm in a particularly dangerous fight. Okay, Marcel Marad. What's your deal? The glorious time it is, perhaps I can interest you in one of my fine wares, all magical for a low, low price. A man in my line of work must find a way to make a living. An actor, at least I hope to be. I am the poor player who struts and frets for a while on stage and then has lunch. I'm full of sound and furiousness. Oh, if there were but a good theater troupe in this town. I could give up selling these baubles. Woe is me. How about you should leave this area? Could not find a spot in Altamriel from which to sell my wares, otherwise I'd have nothing upon which to support myself. Dear friend, neither a borrower nor honest tradesman be. That's what my father always told me. Okay. Theater troupe. Where the hell am I going to find a theater troupe? The only theater troupe I know is in Mournhold. Not supposed to send him there, am I? Theater troupe. Crassius Cur- Oh, dear God. Oh, no. Crassius Curo is quite the patron of the arts. He commissioned some artists to do a mural for himself. I heard he's written a new play and would like to have it performed. We'd probably be putting a group together soon. God help us. Yes, that is true. Probably no better than Crassius' old plays, which are awful. Dance of the Three-Legged Guar was quite a sight, though. Crassius Curo has a splendid mansion in the plaza atop the Hlalu Canton here in Vivek. Yeah, alright. I guess we'll have to go. Oh, God. Guess we're gonna have to go say hi to Crassius. Oh, God, no.
You may speak.
Now then, if I remember correctly... Get out of our way, we got issues with this filthy lizard here. His kind aren't welcome, he belongs in the swamp with the rest of them. How about you? Rotting piece of trash ought to be chained up somewhere, not running around loose.
Yes.
What kind of filthy lizard lover you want to give our friend a big kiss? Alright, well, great. You there. Do you want to help me with, your friends? No? Okay, tell you what. Juju. No, you got nothing for me? Hulia. Friend of a friend, I wish to get out of my friend's bookstore. These troublesome fools are in my way. I've tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful and be ready. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Morag Tong honor to slay them, and I don't want to trouble my friend Soralis Golmus by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps talk to them. If you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. I tell you what, the Morag Tong. I'm only a low-ranking member, but Pauper and Commoner do not suffer from war here as they do in the West, thanks to the honored traditions of the House War and the Morag Tong. I'm an Argonian, yet they treat me with respect. If you're curious, find a copy of The Black Glove. Please do not mistake us for the Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood is a perversion of ancient Dunmer traditions. They've sold their honor for profit and are no more than a league of murderers for hire. Can I, like, talk to the bartender and be like, hey, can you get these idiots out of here? No?
Yes, sir.
Bartender is not looking to be of any use here today? Alright, that's fine. Wait, tavern songs? What the hell is this all about? Oh! Tavern Song 2. Weird.
Matsera.
Filthy Lizard. No, okay. Which one of you guys is going to have the highest disposition? None of you. Don't get lost and hit you and that filthy lizard so hard when you finally hit the ground your clothes will be out of style. Alright, tell you what. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to just smooth talk him. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot. Admire. That was a success, but it had no impact on his disposition. Oh. We're moving in a good direction. Okay, we're up to 84. He's just a filthy lizard, he can't help it, I'll leave him alone. Okay, cool, they've all agreed to leave him alone. Leah, let's go to my friend's bookstore. My friend Jabasha, the Khajiit, is a bookstore. Jabasha's rare books. If you will agree to travel together with me there, I'll answer your questions. Before we go, I beg you to persuade these troublesome fools. Yes. Bookshop with a wide selection of rare and obscure books. My friend Jabasha Khajiit is the owner. Shop is in Vivek's Foreign Quarter in the Lower Wasteworks on the same level as the Black Shell Corner Club. Yep, and Jabasha. Cool. Alright, let's go and travel together. Yes. I know where we're going. We should be good to go.
Welcome, friend. I feel as though I should know you.
Okay, everybody's cool? Sweet. Alright, nice and easy. And I already know where the book club or bookstore is. This bookstore is amazing, by the way. If you're ever playing Morrowind and there's a book you're looking for, like, odds are it is in here. I think like 90% of the books in Morrowind have a copy somewhere in this bookstore. It is ridiculous. Thank you very much. We should be free from distraction. Now, I said I'd tell you about the Nerevarine cult so you can report back to Caius, and I don't know of any 6th house cult, but I'll tell you what I do know. To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine and the legacy of the False Incarnate, for the Nerevarine cult is the heart of an ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here's a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. Oh god, we're about to get a bunch of stuff, aren't we? Alright, history of the Ashlanders. First era, nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were pretty much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, who became soft and have abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the gods of the Tribunal, and the Ashlanders hate Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar would drive out the Outlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the Tribunal, and restore the pure traditional life. Faith of the Nomads would be a very popular hero to them. Alright, tell me about the Great Houses. Modern times, Morrowind is ruled by 5 great houses: Hlalu, Redoran, Telvanni, Indorel, and Dress. Great House culture is partly defined by its roots in ancient Dunmer tribal clans, as well partly by later imperial influences. The Great House culture is one of the native Dunmer cultures of Morrowind. The other native culture, Ashlanders, yeah, we just got that, cool. Persecution of the Nerevarine. The Temple treats the Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the Temple imprisons and executes heretics unless prevented by imperial law. Since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the Empire does not interfere when the Temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the Temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. Okay. What else do we got here? So I have False Incarnate and Nerevarine cults. Okay, False Incarnate. In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. Temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecy since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing, but the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. Okay. How about the cult itself? Gave you a summary for Caius, feel free to read it, of course. Alright. Disturbing dreams. Don't know why you tell me this. In the old country, they set great store by dreams and omens, but I'm an educated creature. Dreams mean nothing. They're just fancies, imaginations. Okay. Anything else here? No.
Such fine company.
Let's take a look around the bookshop while we're here. See if we see anything useful. Oh, we have an Ordinator in the bookshop. Great. That's fine. Books of the Daedra, Anointed Annuad, Lives of the Saints, Legions of the Dead, Mysterious Akavir, House of Troubles, Turian Heresy, Mixed Unit Tactics. It's kind of looking for anything that's like a really high value, because if I just read it, which you can apparently just do in the bookstore without it being stealing or anything, it might be a skill book.
What is it, citizen?
I'm fine. Don't mind me. We're just heading downstairs. Nothing here. Why is chapter 4 a different color? Oh. I've literally just gained enough for a level. Let's go see if the Black Shark Corner Club has a bed. Actually, if nothing else, let's just head up to the top and we'll sleep at the Fighters Guild. Am I like right about to level up athletics? Not super about to level it up, I don't think. I can probably make the run up to the roof without it leveling, right? Oh yeah, we're fine. Like, I don't want to level athletics while I'm running after gaining a level. That'd be a waste. Alright, up here. This is going to be the Upper Wasteworks, I believe, which this is the only canton that has one of those. Yeah. All the other cantons, you'd be at, like, I don't remember what they call this, the terrace level? I don't remember what they refer to this one as. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, this one is, like, one taller than all of the rest of them. So if we just head all the way to the top, get up to the plaza, we'll just take a rest in the Mages Guild. There's beds there I can use. I'm assuming, are they down here and then to the right? I think.
Wealth beyond.
Can I use this bed? Apparently I can. Alright, another kind of a waste of a level, but that's fine.
Wealth beyond.
What level does that put me at? 6? Wow, we're flying through it. Now then, back down to the bookshop. Let's take a look around, see what we got going on. We can just kind of cut through the Upper Wasteworks. Actually, let's see if... I think there's an alchemy shop up here, too. What have you got? You're just kind of a general trader? Oh, you barely have any money. I'd bankrupt you with the first item. Not worth my time. How about you? You might be an alchemy shop. Yes, do you sell Bungler's Bane? By chance. You don't. Darn. How about you? Nope. What kind of spells do you sell, though? Mark and Recall? We'll get those. Variable Resists Common Disease. Huh. Then Variable Resists and very Strong Resists. And the Detect Creature spell. Alright, that's fine. That should be everything I need from you. I can now just, head down here and... This should take me back down to the Lower Wasteworks? Yes. And then through here to the bookstore. We'll see if I see any other books that I want to take a glance at.
Greetings, Sarah.
Leah should just live down here for now. There's that Ordinator wandering around, but it shouldn't be any problem to me for now. If we just keep looking through... Yeah, see, I just got a block. I got an acrobatics. Biography of Baron Zaya. Pilgrim's Path. The real Baron Zaya. I feel like that's illegal. I feel like he has a few books here that are like banned by the temple. That he just has sitting out on the shelves, which is like... Probably don't want that. He's also got this chest of books for general sale here, which has a bunch more books in it. Yeah, a few of these are like you probably don't want to have these somewhere that Ordinator could see them, because it could end up going badly for you. No, 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 no. Nothing here. What's this? Blessed Homilies of Almalexia? Jabasha, what have you got for me? I mean, a ton of books. What was the one Leia mentioned when I talked to him? That if I wanted to learn about the Morag Tawn, I should find a specific book. The Black Glove. Do you sell... the Black Glove. Brothers of Darkness, Book of Dawn and Dusk, the Book of Daedra. Nope. Alright, we'll have to keep looking. Oh yeah, wait. Jabasha, sit still. Twin lamps? No, he doesn't. He claims to not know anything about that for now. I'm pretty sure he's going to know something about it later, but we'll figure that out as we go.
Citizen, please go ahead.
So we got all the info we need from him. There were two more people that we were supposed to meet. One of them is in St. Olm's Canton. Oh god, the middle of the night. Not gonna be able to see a damn thing out here. Oh, and we should go talk to Crassus, shouldn't we? Just the worst. That's the way up. Which means the way down is through here. And then yeah, it's a hard right. I think we actually walked past it on the way over. I can mostly see what I'm doing, I think. At least see that there's a walkway in front of me. That's all we need. We'll swing over by Crassus. There's a ton of quests you can find if you just really thoroughly like poke through all of these places and like talk to all the shopkeepers and everybody in the inns and all that stuff. I am not going to be that thorough with this right now because we would be here for the rest of our lives. I like that the moons actually like they do move independently of each other, because you can see that like right now they're like overlapping slightly. That is not the case every night. They're usually nearby. They aren't always like perfectly on top of each other, which is cool. Alright, over to here. I'm trying to remember how weird Crassus is going to be. Crassus is a strange man. I don't remember how weird this is going to get because I'm not part of House Lalu. He gets very weird if you're part of House Lalu. But I think if we're just like stopping by to ask him about this play, it shouldn't be too strange. And I believe, yeah, he's just up in the plaza, so we just got to find our way all the way up to the top. And that should be everything we need. And then, yeah, one of those two cantons there, or like one over from it, is where another one of the informants for Caius is going to be. Up to here. Where is Crassus's house? What is this?
Can you ask your question quick?
A weaponsmith? You know, I do need some hammers. Would you sell me some hammers, sir? Yes. Alright. I'll buy... Oh, wait. Oh god, it's doing it again. I can't tell if my chat is scrolling or not. Please. Oh, wait. There it was. Okay, we're good. Absolutely can't stand that. Yeah, I'll take all 11 of these, which is quite heavy, but it'll be fine. We can sell back the ones I don't need. I'm gonna need to use a few of them, though, because we are quite badly damaged on the gear front. So for now, just start whacking away. Burn through a few of these. You know, if they had a mod that just, like, used up as many hammers as it could to repair your gear, I'd download that mod. Also, yeah, sell this all back. You can have it for, like, 65 bucks. Perfect. And then, is there anything else I want to sell this guy? I don't want to sell him the bow. I don't know that there is. I mean, some of these potions and stuff I might sell off at like a higher end merchant. What is this? General goods. Well, how much money does the general goods store have? Speaking of offloading potions, this might not be a terrible place to do it. 400 gold? Sure. We can sell him all of my brandy. Oh, he actually is willing to pay me, like, a pretty significant amount for all of that. Matter of fact, boom. What's this? The No Name Club. Interesting. Oh, also, we'll show off another fun thing around here. I'm assuming we'll be able to get to it from here. Ooh, an alchemist. Let's see if they happen to have the mushroom that I need. You there. Do you happen to have Bungler's Bane? You do! Well, there's my mushroom picking taken care of. What's this? Lalu Pawnbroker. Well, you'll buy anything and have money, so don't mind me. I'm just here to offer you a bunch of useless crap, like restore luck. Oh, what's that? Why did my screen flicker for a second there? I'll assume it's fine. Restore endurance I don't need. Restore intelligence I don't need. Restore luck I don't need. Keep the restore strength. Common disease, keep that. Can ditch this. Oh, we've already gone past her, like, max value. Okay. We'll sell you those. Thank you. Actually, I don't suppose you have any other armor that I want or anything, right? Like, you don't have, like, a full set of glass armor or something. That would be pretty darn good. What are these? Just regular bone mold? You don't even see those that often. Usually you see the, like, specialized guard bone mold armor, because the guards all have, like, unique shoulders. Crassus. Curio Manor. Alright, do you have anything for me? No?
Matsera.
What you?
Matsera.
Okay, Crassus.
Go ahead, stranger.
Crassus Curo. Yes. That's my name, but it sounds like music when you say it. Great. Theater troupe. Yes, I'd be able to form a company, put on my new play. There's so few in the area willing to act even for a good price. Of course, I need an actor with wit, grace, charm, and a firm, never mind. You wouldn't be a bad choice, Muffin, but you've got other matters to attend to. If you see someone else who fits the bill, send them to Uncle Crassus. New play, it's almost completed. I call it The Lusty Argonian Maid. It's a rather bawdy tale, but I think it will do well with the people. Be sweet to Uncle Crassus, and I think there's something in it for you, sweet cakes. Here, take a look at the work so far. I think it's scrumptious. Oh god. I don't want your book, sir. You know what? We're just gonna real quick. Well, I'll take the skill up. Sending people to Uncle Crassus does feel wrong, but that guy's also kind of an odd one. Is there a custom cover on this? Oh my god. Alright, we'll just... You can keep that. It's all yours. Alright, that's fine.
Matsera.
Maybe I should have brought the copy with me to go give it to this guy, just so he knows what he's getting into. Elven Nations Corner Club. The hell is this?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Do you have anything? Do any of you have anything like... Wait, Juju? Wait a minute. She was in the other corner club. She was totally in the corner club that we found, Leia in. What? How are you in both? Maybe she's part of whatever that Tavern Songs mod is and it just puts her in every corner club? That's strange. Well, anyways, we've got that, so on our way out, we want to stop by and let that guy know we found him someplace to work. What's this? Okay, we're on like the exact opposite side of the canton that I want to be on. Fantastic. Thankfully, I'm not that worried about combat here, so I can run around as much as I want, and I don't need to worry about it. I don't think there's anything I need to do in the Redoran Canton. Oh, you know what we will do, though? We'll take a look at the Wasteworks real quick. Because I do want to show off. if you're ever looking for a fun place to rob, each of the, like, great house cantons, no, that's the house, has a vault somewhere in it, where they store all their most valuable stuff.
I don't know if I can help you, but
Somewhere, yeah, the treasury, here we go. What's this? Guide to Vivek. If we just head downstairs, the Halalu vaults. And behind this door,
About your business.
which is absolutely covered in guards, and behind that other locked door down there, there is a room just like chock full of treasure, like tens of thousands of gold and some of the most valuable like armor and weapons in the game just sitting around in it. So if you ever need a way to get some good money in a hurry or get some good gear or whatever, and you think you can make your way past all that, in you go. And yeah, there's one of them in each of the three like cantons. You can make, I think it's something like 25 or 30,000 gold just by robbing all three of these, without even selling anything, just like physical gold. In addition to all the like glass armor and stuff you're gonna find. Who are you? You're just a random person, okay. Now then, we need to find St. Olms. So St. Olms and St. Dellen are these two cantons right here and here. Oh. So let's see which one we've got. This here is Dellen, so we need that one over there. And then we need to look for a Khajiit named Adrenir. I think step one is just going to be asking around, see if anybody knows where she is. Here we go. Start with you.
I'm listening.
Yes, Adrenir. Looking for a friend. Do you know where I can find her? No. Well, perhaps some other good citizen can tell me where to find her. Alright. I don't suppose you'd know where she is. For some reason, I just can't remember. Alright. You sound like you're asking for a bribe. Okay, I know her, and she's staying out of sight of the census and excise agent lurking about, probably down in the underworks. Look for trapdoors down from the canal works level. Imperial tax collectors, they hunt smugglers and tax dodgers. Cans and sewers, just go look over the side, you can see the outflow drains. Very nice place, yes indeed. Okay. So if we go down to the canal works, we can find... I mean, each of these sometimes has like a shrine or something down here. There's not usually like terribly much of interest down in the canal works. Who are you? Jadanar, my trade? No trade has the sugar. What do I need to trade? Okay. Fair enough. Now then. We're down here. We're looking for our friend. Oh, but I'm like out of fatigue. That's a mild concern. And for some reason I equipped a bow. Okay, we're good. I mean, I'm sure this heavily armored individual in the sewers is perfectly friendly. I mean, they're not attacking that rat. That's probably not a good sign, huh? Oh, what's going on with the water reflection there? Why are you on the same faction as this rat? Also, who are you? Gulvale Aranith. You have literally no dialogue. What is this? Save. It is Acer Neriren, the shrine. Hello? very dead. Okay. That looks like Mehrunes Dagon, if I had to guess. So we've got a cult to Mehrunes Dagon in the sewers. That's good. Let's just carry on through here for now. More rats. Oh, that's a diseased rat. Be a little careful with them. If they bite you, you can actually catch disease. Ah, here we are. Ma'am, what are you doing down here?
His friend.
Speak with Adrenir. You've done this thing. You're speaking with Adrenir. Adrenir will not tell you about the Nerevarine or the Sixth House cult and why, because Adrenir at this moment is very distressed by a nice census and excise agent who also wants to speak with her. The collectors of the Empire's taxes and tariffs, and the Empire's outlawed trade in many things like Dwemer artifacts and ebony, and a census and excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excise agent is not Adrenir's favorite person. If you want Adrenir to help you make the bad agent go away, then she will tell you things. Alright. Let's go take care of this. I think we can just, yeah, head up here. Head up here. He would be where? Right up here and to the right? Yes. Yeah, she just got in a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland anyway. Maybe I'll run into her there. Alright, bye. Despite the fact that I just told him that I'd never heard of her, ran down into the sewers, and then came back up to say, no, she left. And then immediately ran back down to the sewers. He's not going to put two and two together.
Friend?
Alright, very good. Made the agent go away. It's a good trick. Does not know how you did this trick because Adrenir does not want to know. Adrenir is feeling quite good and happy to talk to you about the Nerevarine cult or the Sixth House cult. Okay, Nerevarine knows nothing about the Nerevarine because he's just a silly superstition. You can tell Caius this. Nobody in her right mind pays any attention to this nonsense. Prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness, fuzzy tales for little kiddies. Sixth House cult, Adrenir knows about it because it's about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Adrenir doesn't know because they're very secret. This is odd because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweetmeats. Big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also trade grief, shine, and sujama to avoid imperial tax. And now the Sixth House hires smugglers, though what they smuggle, Adrenir cannot say. Yeah, okay, we're good. In that case, we'll head back up. We've just got one more person to meet up with. And we've taken care of everything we were sent here to do. It's south to get to the temple, right? So we want to go this way.
What is it, citizen?
Yeah, and then we'll just head down this way. And this should take me right up to the temple, and then we just need to find Mera Milo. Copper hair, copper eyes. Somewhere in the library. I don't... Does he give me anywhere more specific than that? Caius, what have you got for me? Hall of Wisdom. Alright.
Matsera.
Hall of Wisdom. Alright, I seem to recall... can I just ask about her? Or is that going to be a bad plan? No, I can't just ask about her. I seem to recall that she's up here. Because there's like a library that kind of connects these two together in the middle. I think she is in the library. Yes.
Is there something I can do for you?
Also, while we're in a library, as usual, Take around. I'm going to take a quick scroll for any books that have a particularly high value, because anything with a particularly high value is probably a skill book. Nope, nothing there. It's not true
Go ahead,
100% of the
Outlander.
time,
What
and
do
there's
you
probably
need?
some skill books that aren't very high value, but as long as we're here and there's all these lovely books
Is
on the
there
shelves,
something you need?
no reason not to. Pardon me.
Is there something you need?
Nothing? Really? Nothing at all. Alright. Is there anything in the back?
Yes, Outlander. What do you
Citizen.
want?
Got any cool books back here? No, 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 no. Oh. Chronicles and 2 left. No, nothing in that. Deed to Indrel's house. I feel like that's going to be important at some point or another. I feel like I shouldn't touch that. Like at some point they're going to ask, somebody's going to ask me to pick that up for them. I probably don't want to have previously stolen it. And we get, yeah, brief history of the Empire, fair. Yanni's sermons. All right, let's go see what Maramilo wants to say to me.
Citizen.
Kai sent you. Follow me to the back of the library. We can't talk here.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
Okay. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a sixth house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. Temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes the temple doctrine of the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth from Caius Casadus. That'll tell him the things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Okay, persecution of the cult. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstitions as the temple and Nerevarines say the tribunal are false god. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the empire and the erosion of the faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Dissident priests dispute temple doctrine, are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Refereeing prophecies? Mystical tradition of interpreting dreams and visions as prophecies. Prophecies are recorded in verse, may be lost or garbled over the generations, but the dissident priests have collected many ancient prophecies, many of which they believe to be genuine. Collectively, they're called the lost prophecies of the incarnate. One of the sacred missions of the priests is to collect and study these prophecies. All right, fair enough. Progress of Truth. This disputes of the dissident priests with tribunal doctrine. The temple is outlawed. The sale or possession of the books will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by the Ordinators here. A safer plan will be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or on principle. Caius. Dear friend like me, he admires the best traditions of the temple, charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. He's a Westerner, but he's come to love our land and our people, but like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the Ordinators, and like the dissident priests, he suspects the temple is hiding something. Serves the Emperor, but he also loves Morrowind, and he sees the failing virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. Don't care for temple politics, but I've read Progress of Truth, and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who've gone into hiding, so I'm bound to come to the attention of Ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. I'm no secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding if it's not too late. When you return to Caius, tell him I'm worried, and if something goes wrong, I will leave a message under the agreed code word, Amaya. Alright, good to know. Then, anything else we need to know here? No, I think we're good.
There's someone watching me.
Where the hell is Progress of Truth? Should have kept an eye out for that. I knew that name was important. I've seen it a couple of times when we were playing. I've always been like, oh, I should maybe pick up a copy of that. Do I have a copy of that? Probably not. We'll see if I can spot it. If not, Jobasha's gonna have one for sure. And we gotta stop by there anyway, so I guess we could just pick up the copy from Jobasha. I feel like we were here yesterday. Which book am I looking for? I'm looking for Progress of Truth. How's it going, Tucktral? Hope you're doing well.
Go on about your business.
Progress of Truth. It's one of these big ones, I think.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Ariani's Sermons, Pilgrim's Path, Invocation of Azura, Overview of Gods and Worship,
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you
36
need?
Lessons
Why
of
is it?
Vivek. Ah,
Three gods, one true faith. Is there something I
You know what?
agree
We'll just pick it up
right
from,
Move
Oh.
along.
anybody here? No, 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 no. I mean, I feel like with these lovely, like, high-res, like, book spines.
What
Oh,
words
it's
you
right
have
here.
for me, citizen?
It's right here in the corner.
Submit to the three.
I don't think I'm going to be able to successfully steal that from, like, under the nose of all of these guys. Because ordinators are very observant. You're going that way. Yeah, you know what? We're not trying that. We'll just go get the one from Jobasha's. It's fine. I was just saying, if you ever needed any books, you can always go to Jobasha's. He's got basically everything. This is a perfect example of that. I'm assuming that's part of why they, like, have you escort Hulea back to Jobasha's books, because you get the idea that, like, hey, there's a fancy bookstore, and it's apparently, like, friendly to people that are working with me, so, like, maybe I should look there. We'll take a quick read through it, too, when we get to see what this actually has to say. A little bit farther. Okay, so his bookshop is like on that floor. We also need to talk to the Breton theater troupe actor. Let him know that we found him a play to act in. You can just go talk to Crassus up there, and he's got himself a play. Then we can let our friend that was running the general store? I think it was... Good lord, it's like looking into the void. Hello? Am I walking up the thing? Apparently I was. Excellent. You there. Theater troupe. There's a troupe forming. I must go see the noble patron. Thank you, my friend. You'll not be forgotten. This play's the thing wherein I'll catch the purse strings of that guy.
All right.
All right.
Listening.
I got rid of your friend.
This warm blood has
Done it. I admire your
questions.
persuasiveness. Thank you for your help. Allow me to give you this as a token of my appreciation. Iron shard skewer. What is that? It is a spear that I don't want. I will sell it back to you immediately. Come on. Come on, take it. Now. Have a good night, San. Sleep well. What time is it? I still got a little bit of time. We're good. Mercantile skill of 15. Alright, we're slowly moving upwards. Jobasha's books. Is he over here? Yes. We can go pick up our book from him and learn all about this heretical religion.
Company, citizen. Wise to listen.
Down we go. We'll just buy it. I could steal it probably, but
What do you want?
it's really easy to steal books from him because they're just kind of like everywhere. Progress of truth. Progress of truth. Give me 150, we'll say. Thank you. And progress of truth. What does this have to say? Excerpt concerning the points of temple doctrine challenged by the dissonance of truth. They challenge the divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Tribunal doctrine claims their divine powers are immortality and ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dunmer ancestors, including among others the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and Saint Nerevar. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth-Ur's powers and tribunal powers might ultimately derive from the same source, the Red Mountain. Sources in the Apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that these unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagranak to create the false construct Numidium. Purity of the tribunal. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face represented by the hieroglypha, the priestly writings, and a hidden face represented by the apocrypha, the hidden writings. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, and inconsistencies, conflicting accounts and varying interpretations, which hint at darker and less heroic motives in the actions of the tribunes. In particular, conflicting accounts of the battle at Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there's good evidence that the tribunal had been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth-Ur at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Dagoth-Ur, and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magic powers. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place the temple at Red Mountain, or tribunal at Red Mountain, and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves, rather than that Nerevar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth-Ur guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain, while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, i.e. the tribunal, that Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds according to the Ashlanders, but from treachery, and that subsequently the tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth-Ur within Red Mountain, then drove Dagoth-Ur beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. The veneration of the Daedra saints and ancestors, while challenging the divinity of the tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate that restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship as practiced by the Ashlanders and Saint Veloth. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. Denial of the prophecies of the incarnate, persecution of the Nerevarines. Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, all agree the persecution of the Nerevarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of the Ashlander ancestor cults, and particularly the rites of the Ashlander seers and wise women, the prophecies of the incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine and have made a systematic study of prophecies recorded in temple archives. And the authority of the archcanon and ordinators, the dissident priests reject the authority of the archcanon and the ordinators. Temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest and politics and no longer acts in the best interest of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priest believes the archcanon and ordinators speak for themselves, not for the tribunal. The Inquisition and the use of terror and torture by the ordinators within the temple hierarchy. It is an open secret that the ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. Dissident priests feel the ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood and power. And finally, fundamentals of temple doctrine, charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honor the best traditions of the temple, they believe many priests in the higher ranks are interested more in love of authority and luxury than the welfare of the poor, weak, and ignorant. Okay, so basically just the dissident priests believe that the overall structure of the tribunal temple has veered off from any, good that the temple is doing, and is just, become a corrupt tool for the priests in power. which is mostly true. Did read the Progress of Truth. I haven't done the quest yet. Yeah. I mean, the whole of the main story is, like, very much tied to, like, what actually happened with the Tribunal, like, how did they become gods, what happened in Erevar, what's going on with Dagothur. By the end of the game, if you're paying attention and reading all the lore, you're going to know pretty well what happened. But it is worth reading all that stuff, because there are, like, conflicting reports, because depending on whether you're talking to someone who's read the Tribunal's version, who's read the Modern Temple's version, or who's read the Ashlander version, or perhaps even read the Sixth House version, because you'll get some reports from the Sixth House about what they think happened as well.
Where would you like to go?
You there, take me back to Balmora. We'll just take the Silt Strider. And all of those can give a slightly different take on what happened and what's going on with it all. Also, reference to the Numidium, that is something that Tiber Septim used to unite the Empire. It's a giant, like, mechanical construct, and I mean, like, the size of that mountain giant, that he used. He signed a treaty with the Tribunal when he merged Morrowind into the Empire, and then found the Numidium within Red Mountain and used it to conquer the rest of Tamriel. Was it within Red Mountain? Maybe he didn't find it within Red Mountain. He found the Numidium, though. It was a dwarven construct that he used to conquer most of Tamriel.
With pleasure.
Caius?
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
I have your report. I'll make copies of your notes from Hulea and the Progress of Truth. Give me some time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work, and here's 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes and do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work just to keep your cover story current, or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. I'm rested. Alright, fine. I'll go deal with some other crap, Caius. Apparently he's insisting that I go take care of something else. There's a particular quest that he's going to ask me to do that I am going to have to, like, delay on. Because I do want to show off being a vampire at some point. And that does mean that we need to, like, not be immune to all disease. And there's going to be a point in the main quest where we become immune to all disease. So when we get to that point, take a break.
Is there
And
something I can do for you?
maybe next time we'll mess around a little bit with being a vampire. It's actually kind of more fun being a vampire at higher levels. But this will be fine for now.
Do you need something?
Ajira. I have the mushrooms. Here they are. Good samples. Now I can write the report and be a journeyman of the Mages Guild. I've made potions for you to take in return. I'm no great alchemist, but Ajira thinks you can use these. Cheap restore health.
Friend?
Sure, why not? Let's go see if I can get a promotion from that. I did Ajira's homework for her. Can I get a promotion? I can. Ajira still has more. Alright, you got it. Let's see what we got. Overall, pretty easy to do.
Do you need something?
Greetings, friend.
Okay, duties. I made a bet with Galbadir. I made a bet with Galbadir that Azura would be a journeyman before Galbadir. Now, Azura must study these mushrooms and write a report. Azura wants you to give Galbadir a fake soul gem. I've made a fake soul gem. Take it and put it in her desk upstairs. She should be coming downstairs to talk with Maraine Dren, so no one will see you do this. Okay. And I believe if we wait here a second, we are actually going to see Galbadir, who's normally up at the very top of the guild. Yeah,
How do you do?
heading on downstairs, if you don't mind me sneaking past. We good? We're good. I think we can now just, yeah. Oh god, don't get stuck. Put the fake soul gem in the desk, and we'll just take the real soul gem just to be safe. I don't know if we actually need to swap them or not, but can't hurt. Okay, you're down here.
I suppose I have a
Azira,
What is
we're
it?
all good to go. How about other duties? I must now study flowers. gold cannet, stoneflower petals, willow anther, and heather. It can be found on the shores of Lake Amaya. Oh, this is where she wants me to go to Lake Amaya. It wasn't for the mushrooms, it's for the flowers. Darn it. I went to the wrong place first. Well, we'll see if I can do the mushroom quest or the flower quest just from the local shops. It's entirely possible the local like alchemy shop's going to have some of this. Clara, do you have any flowers by chance? Not a huge amount. Yeah, not like a ton. That's fine. We can look for the flowers on our next walk.
How interesting.
Oh, is that another diamond? God, she's got a lot of diamonds. Did we need anything else? Where were we at in the Thieves Guild? Can't remember what the hell the Thieves Guild was having me do at the moment. I think the Fighters Guild, we'd used up all the missions, and we would have to go to another city if we wanted to get any more missions from them. I don't remember where we're at on the Thieves Guild.
Haven't I heard?
What is it, Sarah?
We'll take a poke in and see what they have to say. Was it something related to the Kamana Tong? I don't remember. I feel like it's a pretty safe bet to say it's related to the Kamana Tong, because everything's related to the Kamana Tong with the Thieves Guild, but... Pardon me. Hi, Sugar Lips. Oh, right. I went and got him freed from Pelagiat. I forgot about that. Yeah, sure, more jobs. Master Security lives here in Balmora. Perhaps he can help secure the south wall. Master Security is in Altmer. You're in town. Ask around if you need to find one.
Of course.
Okay.
What may I do for you?
Altmer. Kulamer at the Lucky Lockup, Estrillian at the Guild of Mages, Emer at Halalu Council Manor, and Eclair the Alchemist, and Hesserindi and Tirmillion, who are both residents here. Let's see if we can find... I feel like it's the one with the H that I can't pronounce. No. No. Wait. Nine Toes? No. Who's this? No. So wait, this is a Master Locksmith? And they need a Master Locksmith to help secure the Thieves Guild. Wouldn't the Thieves Guild, like, be able to do that themselves? You there. If I ask you about South Wall. No. Okay. Where the hell's Eckerdine? Eckerdine. I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. We just go door to door. I'm sure we'll find them eventually. This is the lady with the rats in her pillows. No. You. Oh, you're very fancy looking. Yes. How about South Wall? Must admit, I've been negligent towards the guild. I'll certainly help you secure South Wall. Tell Sugar Lips I'm at her service. Alright. That was the easiest quest in the world. What else you got for me? Do you need me to walk next door and talk to anyone else? I wonder what kind of payment I'm going to get for that. Alright. So let's just real quick. It's been a while since I saved. We'll just real quick drop a save. Vasi. South Wall. Master Security will help us. It's good. It will not be long before Joring Hardheart and the Kamana Tong make another move against us. You've been of good service. If there's any gold in your head for crimes others believe you did, I will have it fixed. Oh, so I could have gone on a crime spree there if I wanted to. No more jobs. Ask Angoth and Aldrune, or Big Helende and Sadrith Mora. Rat in the Pot, or Dirty Muriel's Corner Club. It's quite the place. Alright. So that's basically everything wrapped up in Balmora. So next up, we've either got to get over to Aldrune to start picking up guild quests there, or Sadrith Mora, which are both quite a ways away from here. Let's see if we go talk to Caius, if he has any more stuff for us. Now that we've like left his house, maybe he'll have more to say. Caius, you had time to read? What do you think? We need an Ashlander informant. I've heard of a fellow in Aldrune named Hassor Zain Sabani, an Ashlander who left the Waste to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out what Zain Sabani likes, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult, then report back to me. Okay, what's his name? Ashlander left the Wastes. I'd try the Aldscar Inn. It's a more respectable place than the Rat in the Pot or the Council Club. Okay. Let's go see what we can find then. We'll head on over to our first trip to Aldrune. Although, arguably, do we want to walk there? Like, it's not that hard to get to Aldrune on foot. And I feel like it'd be more, you know, fitting if we're trying to show off Morrowind to actually show off Morrowind rather than just hopping on the Siltstrider. Like, I could hop on the Siltstrider and just teleport straight there, but like, screw it, we're gonna go on foot. Let's take a stroll. I think most of the critters around here should be cleared out. I don't remember how long it takes them to respawn, but like, we went up here like not that long ago in game, like a week maybe. I don't know if all the critters are going to have respawned or not. We'll find out, I suppose. With step one, we need to get up to Caldera and then head north from there. It's a little surprising to me that it didn't put it on my map. It's like, it's right here. It's this little like faded area right here, and then yeah, we're coming from there. So the critters have respawned. Okay, that means we might want to walk instead of run. That's fine. Also keep half an eye open for any, like, there was that one naked Nord barbarian we saw on the side of the road. It said he was ambushed by a witch. I don't remember where she is. She's somewhere near Caldera, though. So we'll kind of want to half keep an eye open for her. I think I talked to him in this save. I don't think that ended up being, like, in an alternate timeline where I reloaded a save or anything. We'll find out. Actually, I can probably check. If I go under quests, Joel the Outlaw... No, wait. Warn me of a Nord bandit is accosting travelers somewhere near Hlaod. Ah, okay, so... Larius Varro wants me to go take care of an outlaw near Hlaod. That's not too hard to do. Where is she sending me? Narmak. Okay, so if we get to Narmak, we've got something to do there. Sleeper's awake. What the hell was that? Some of these background noises, man, I don't know. Alright, we're most of the way there. You can actually start to see the ghost fence a little bit surrounding Red Mountain. It's fine. It looks much cooler when you get up close to it and it's actually like animated. From a distance here, it's just kind of like a blue schmear. Alright, we made it to Caldera at least. Next trip is going to be north out of town. Is there anything we want to do here? Shank shovel. Generic trader. I don't think there's really anything I need to take care of while I'm here right now. I know we do a bunch of missions there later for, I can't remember if it's the Imperial Cult or the Imperial Legion. We get sent up there a bunch later. Might be the Legion. The Legion's a fun one. I'll try to do that at some point, because yeah, the Imperial Legion's a fun set of quests, and it's like kind of out of the way to go join up. Like, it's not like super secret that you can join the Imperial Legion. There's plenty of like characters that'll mention that you can join, but like it's kind of a pain in the ass to get out there and join up with them and do their like initial stuff. And you have to carry around your uniform, which is like, if you're not like wearing that, I think it's heavy armor, if you're or medium armor when you start, if you're not wearing that armor, it's super clunky having to constantly carry around this like spare set of armor just to have a uniform on. Whatever, it's a fun idea. Okay, so there's our naked Nord, who's looking for a witch that stole his axe, he said. Right? Festering witch. Okay, Aldrune is this way. Keep your eyes open for any witches. Diseased rat? No, that's not a witch. I hear a scrib. How about... Okay, we've made it to the next signpost at least. I'm still not seeing any sign of any witches. Okay. Aldrune either way. This way looks nicer, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, is that our witch up ahead there? I see someone. Hello? Who are you? Interested in making a deal. I'm just a poor merchant trying to make enough to make my way to Narmak with some trade goods. I could use an escort. Well, since mine seems to have buggered off, if you'd be willing to take me there, I'd give you... Oh, no, I shouldn't. Although it's a dangerous trip, I'll give you the boots of blinding speed, although I'll be overpaying you by quite a bit. Yeah, I'll take you to Narmak. Seems like a high payment. The boots of blinding speed are a rare and wondrous thing. Never mind, I've made the deal and I'm an honest woman. Let's get going. Oh. Alright. Well, let's take her to Narmak then. Is Narmak this way? I hope so. That's fine. We have business in Narmak anyway, so you know what? We'll go to Narmak first. And then we can go to Aldrune after that. Stick to the road. It shouldn't be that dangerous. Are you wearing the boots of blinding speed? You appear to be. Not that fast. Come on. Let's go. Keep your eyes open for signs, too. If we pass any signposts, we're going to need to make sure we're taking the correct path to get to Narmak. I definitely don't remember the road out to Narmak very well. Narmak's one of those villages that, like, I know the name. I'm conceptually aware that it exists. I don't know if I could tell you a single unique thing about it. There's, like, Narmak, and what's the other one? There's another one, like, there's two of them kind of along here. Yeah, Nissus. And then there's another one, I think, like, up here somewhere. There's a bunch of them, like, along the northwestern coast. Cool, that's it. I just don't remember what, like, any of them, like, what the deal with any of them is. There's also, like, Aldvalathi, a like separate settlement up there. There's a bunch of little tiny settlements along the like western coast. And they're all basically useless. Like little fishing villages. Alright, Narmak and Hlaod. Oh, Hlaod is like way south of us. Hlaod's like, yeah, down here. Why the hell are you telling me to go? Okay, you're telling me to go this way. Like down and then all the way down the coast? Jesus. Okay, well Narmak I think is like right nearby here though. I don't think Narmak is... Oh, there's another weird city too. There's one like here. It's like just north of Aldruin. I can't remember what the hell the name of that one is either. It's got a silt strider that goes to it. Oh god. Okay, we're good. Maybe we'll see the name of it on one of these. Wait, does that sign say Seda Neen? Are you seriously trying to tell me that you think that the most important city to tell me how to get to from here by heading that way? So if we head this direction here, it's having me point up that way. I can get to this village. I mean, whatever, this is the direction I'm supposed to go for Narmak too, so I guess we're gonna find out. It is certainly taking me on an adventure, though. Also, yeah, like the signs and the directions in this part of the map tend to get very confused. There's like a lot of little tiny paths that kind of intertwine with each other. And sometimes the directions, I feel like the devs may have like moved this bit of the map around a little bit at some point during development and not updated all of the quests, because you do get some occasional like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I know there's at least one point where you find, like, a signpost that points you down the road, and then a signpost that points you back to the first signpost. That's, like, that's no good. Okay, Narmak, it's still saying it thinks it's this way. Made it down. Deep into the swamp. Also, I see you. Come on. Okay, you know what, ma'am? Just wait right there.
I have the upper hand.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, this is where all the mushrooms are. If I was looking for the mushrooms, I should have come here. I'm a dingus. Okay, we're good. I think you're chill, right? Am I wrong? I've killed a breeding netch. Okay. I'm assuming that's part of a quest. But apparently it's not in my journal yet. Let's get her to the village first. I'm assuming this is it right here. It's this little tiny fishing village. And we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with these netch. This is close enough, thanks for the help. I suppose it's only fair I give you a reward. Take them, though it pains me to give them. You're now the owner of the boots of blinding speed. Alright. Do you have anything else to say? No? Making a deal? You've already robbed me blind, taking my precious boots. Well, let's take a look at these. They have blind 100% on self and fortify speed 200 points on self. Which at first sounds like, you know, a terrible idea. But if you put resist magic on, you can actually like avoid the blind. If you just like unequip them and re-equip them a couple times, you can avoid the blind, and then you just get 200 points of speed. And 200 points of speed, like, if we watch on my map down there, you can see about how fast I'm moving. So like, it's very tiny in the lower right, but you can kind of see how fast the map Actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll switch to local, and I'll pin this. And if you watch the map, you can see about how fast I'm moving there. If we real quick put these on, it's a pretty significant change in how fast you move around. I mean, you can't see anything, but like, who needs to see anything? Yeah, if you can just like use the resist magic to avoid the blind, really solid. Anyways, welcome to Narmak. You there. Do you have anything like... Yeah, 2 breeding nets should have been attacking. There's a pair of them that wander around north of here. They've come near the town a few times. We drove them off, but I'm sure I'll be back unless someone does something. Is this the other one here? Excuse me. Is it you? I mean, you seem to be, like, coming in for the kill. Slowly. Okay. I think that's both of them. I don't suppose any of you guys have, like, a reward for that, do you? Hey, you. So glad you killed them. How about you? Do you have any like rewards for that? Apparently not. It's just she's got a bounty on her head, I believe, though no one bothered trying to collect it. She's a slippery one, often deals with shoddy items, great promise but no reward. People don't take too kindly to being sold shoddy goods. A trader named Pemini has a bounty on her head and probably should not be trusted. It's fine. She gave me boots that do exactly what they say on the cover. Boots of blinding speed. Does exactly what it says in the box. Special friend. Bad person. Kamanatog Bigwig. Natty and Rothrin's shack. We're looking for Darren Adrian in Natty and Rothrin's shack. No. Hello? Here.
You talk too much.
I'm guessing it's you. I walked inside and you immediately insulted me. That sounds kind of like the Kamanatong that I know and love. Go away, Outlander. Yeah, Anasi. Never heard of her and none of your business if I did, so blow like smoke or I'll spill you like a baby's cup. Must be hard of hearing and soon you'll be hard of breathing. You gonna try it?
Die, Fetcher. Now you die! This is the end of you, Switch! Die, Fetcher!
Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't expecting to kill this entire small hut, but, so be it. That's fine. I don't really need... Oh, wow. Torches are really heavy. Hold up. I only need, like, 3 of these, probably, so you can have the rest. Didn't realize there were 3 weight apiece. That is a little ridiculous. I don't really need any of that. Ooh, a demon Tonto. Bound dagger, but I don't use short blades. That's... Oh, how expensive is it? Not very expensive. Steel dagger of swift blade, fortify short blade. So even if I'm not great at short blade, it makes it so that I can use it reasonably well. Which one of you am I looking at right now? I haven't looked at you yet. Ooh. You have all of the lockpicks. Is there anything else that I want here? Wow. You know, they said these Kamanatong bigwigs. I kind of figured maybe they'd have something valuable on them, but no, they just got a whole bunch of nothing. What time is it? 2 a.m. I guess we'll wait a little bit longer, and then we'll head to Aldrune. I think I'll try to wrap up Caius's quest in Aldrune, and then we'll head on our way for today. I'm probably going to be taking like the next 2 nights off, probably. Maybe 1 night, maybe 2. We'll see. Start of the work week, and I tend to be a little exhausted when I get back home after work the first couple of nights, so I will very likely not be streaming Wednesday night and Thursday night. So for now, we'll try to wrap this up in a little bit, and that might be like a day or 2 off. And I might do some Darksiders when I get back. I don't want to like completely give up on that one, because I do want to see at least the end of Darksiders 2. And I'd like to at least take a look at Darksiders 3. Darksiders 3 gets like significantly lower reception and reviews than the other 2 do. So we'll take a look at it. I might not finish that one, but I at least want to see what what it's got going on. I think we're like halfway through Darksiders 2 right now, ish. Alright. Down this way. What the hell is up with the dead Guar over there? Very strange. Usually if there's dead things, it's because I killed them, but I haven't been down here yet. Also, at some point we need to swing over by Hla Ode and take out that bandit that Lars Varro wants us to deal with. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright. Can we see Aldrune anywhere around here? Like, it's not that far from here. Also, I'm going to let my stamina recover just a tiny bit. We did just walk this way, but, like, there's plenty of Nyx hounds and stuff, like, creeping around here, and they do kind of wander a bit, so sometimes they'll just kind of sneak up on you. Yeah, at some point, too, we should probably go tell the, like, where's that guy we were supposed to report this Dark Brotherhood attack to? Although that's DLC. I suppose I probably should wait a bit. I might do... If we end up looking like we're going to finish the main story, we'll do the DLC after. Aldrune off this way. You got it. Hello? Who are you? It's a random Argonian? In really nice clothes. Rasha. Rasha wishes you well and thinks maybe you can help him with some pressing business. Yes, most pressing. I have, you see, a shipment of clothing. Fine clothing. It is to get to Aldrune, but I fear other business draws me away. Perhaps I think you and I might come to an arrangement. If you'll deliver Rasha's shirts, these fine shirts, to Baivel Tenerin, the clothier in Aldrune, she will pay you for your services, and a generous woman she is. I would ask that you swear an oath to Zenithar to seal our arrangement, though. What do you think of my offer? Yeah, okay, sure, we can do that. I'm heading to Aldrune anyway. He just sold me the shirt he was wearing. Most excellent. We will both gain from this. I shall keep my good name, and you shall benefit from Tenerin's generosity. Take care. One should not swear an oath to Zenithar lightly. No, never lightly. 5 exquisite shirts. Cool. Oh, I see you. Oh, this one didn't get stuck in the air. It came right down. Fantastic. So strange, this place far from the marsh. Okay, so that's just our friend there talking, Rasha. This is the way to Aldrune, according to this sign. Also the way to like 7 more cliff racers, apparently. Oh, a diseased cliff racer. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Ah, get out of here, you little bastards. Back in cliff racers, man, they are like a plague on this place. Okay. Aldrune, this way. Margon, that was the name of the one I was trying to think of that's like just north of Aldrune. I always forget that place exists. There's so many little settlements out here that you just kind of forget exist because they're not used for much. Like, it's easy to forget that there's like a dozen plus settlements in Morrowind. It feels like there's like 5 or 6. Actually, probably more. There's a ton. There's all the little, like, Telvanni villages out in the east coast. There's a ton of them out there. There's... What's the one... There's, like, Suran, and then there's another one, like, over here. There's a city here. There's, like, 5 or 6 cities kind of scattered throughout these islands. There's 1 or 2 up here. There's 1 here. There's, I think, 1, like, here-ish. Okay, that way to Margon. We're not going there just yet. Instead... Hey, Invictus, how you doing? How's the day treating ya? Yeah! Oh, hello. Like I was just saying, I'm probably going to take like a night or 2 off coming up here just because it's my start of my work week today. I tend to be a little exhausted when I get back from work the first 2 days, so I might take a day off, or possibly 2 days off when I get back. God damn, these feckin' ash storms. Look at this. Just the worst. I can't remember, did they add, like, ash storms to the weather in Skyrim when you go up to Solstheim? Because, like, I know you can see Red Mountain, and, like, the Blight probably still wouldn't be a thing, but, like, ash storms probably would be still. Added snow. Fair. Because, like, yeah, like, if in case you didn't know this, there's Solstheim. Like, same island you go to in the Dragonborn DLC, originally started its life as a DLC for this one. And yeah, you can visit most of it right here. What have we got? I need to find Val. Speaking of Solstheim, this guy's got a quest related to that, I believe. Nice to meet you. For a second, I thought you were my courier with a message that is word of my airship. Is that it? Up there in the sky? Oh, it's just a cliff racer. I built an airship, you see. Quite a beautiful craft, if I may be so bold. Some scavenged Dwemer-equipped parts. A few, you know, long-lasting levitation spells. Very clever. Capital idea, I know. Even hired a gang of, well, a crew, I guess you'd call them. They were to fly far to the north, away from all this dust, to Solstheim. I paid them rather well. They were to locate Hrothmund's barrow and find a certain item. Hrothmund's barrow is a grave, well, a crypt. It's said to lie, that is, the barrow is at the eye of the wolf. There's a formation, you see, rock, ice, that sort of thing, shaped like a wolf, the wolf that killed Hrothmund. It's said to be entombed at the wolf's eye. It's only visible from the sky, or well, an airship. That's why I built it. Build the airship, hire the crew, they find the barrow and recover the amulet, then they bring it to me. Perfect plan, I thought. They would recover, that is, bring me a special amulet. According to stories, legends and such, Hrothmund was quite the... Well, he had plenty of lady friends. He was ugly, too. Ugly as a troll. He had a magic trinket. He wore it. The Amulet of Infectious Charm, it was called. By all records, he was buried with it. That's why I built the airship, hired the crew. I must have that amulet, Blackwater Park. There's been no word. I worry. I fear the crew has failed me. Did they fly off course, or maybe they found the amulet and flew away to mate women? No fair maiden could resist a man with the Amulet of Infectious Charm, in an airship no less. I don't suppose you're, well, for hire. I could pay you greatly to find my airship. I'd need proof of what happened to it, of course. Evidence, as it were, just to be sure. And of course, to bring me the amulet. I need that amulet. You've got a deal. I'll head to Solstheim. I'll find some evidence that shows what happened to your airship, and I'll recover the amulet. That's fine, I understand. Wait, did you say you would help me? I mean, that's wonderful. As I said, the airship, it was headed north to Solstheim. The Amulet of Infectious Charm is, well, it's supposed to be at, that is, in Hrothmund's barrow, at the eye of the beast, the wolf, I mean. But you must say the wolf's name to enter. Say, Ondjage. Answer wrong and the barrel will be sealed forever. He's not kidding, by the way. I saw a manatee yesterday. My mom said it was just my aunt. Oh no. Wait, did you see an actual manatee? Those things are cool. Like a wild one? When I was like really young, we went down to Florida, and I think I was like, I don't know, like 8 or 9, and we went to SeaWorld, and I got to see a bunch of cool wildlife there. Which, like, now, like, growing up, it's like, oh man, SeaWorld's like a really trash institution. And like, I feel terrible for all the animals that are kept there. However, that said, being brought there as a small child that didn't really know anything or have a say in the matter, it was a very cool experience, and you got to see a lot of neat animals, which, like, I'm glad I got to experience once, but yeah, I definitely think it'd probably be better if they just nixed the whole venture. Particularly with, like, the whales and stuff. Like, it's just not a way to keep them in captivity properly. I'm El Tenor, and I flatter myself I'm the finest clothier in these parts. Yes, Rasha's shirts. He does such fine work. He sells them to me for very reasonable prices. He's a careful sort, but that's just smart business if you ask me. Thank you for your help, and here's your payment. The Belt of Iron Will. What is this belt? Fortify willpower. Alright. Not terrible. Live in Florida. Okay, yeah, so manatees are definitely visible in the wild, which is very cool. I've only been down there once. I kind of want to make another trip down there at some point, just because I want to get back down to the Kennedy Space Center. Because when we were there when I was younger, we got to see a shuttle launch, and it was the shuttle Atlantis, and I believe that the shuttle Atlantis is the one they now have on display at the Space Center. So it'd be kind of cool to go see the thing in person now, like up close, after seeing it launch. Old Scar Inn. I think this is where Caius told me to go. We're looking for an Ashlander with a ridiculous name that starts with a Z. Skeetle. No. That's not who I'm looking for. What have we got around here? Shashiv. You're used for something. I don't remember what. We're totally in the right spot, I think. I just gotta find where he is. Am I in the wrong spot? Did I get this wrong? Asur... This is the... He'll be downstairs reading or in the back room below the bar. Okay, hold up. So if we go downstairs... You there. Yes. Ask him about his name. I'm retired, well-traveled, a man of letters, but I'm proud of my Ashlander birth and heritage. Hope you won't think me rude, but I'd rather not spend my leisure time lecturing strangers. Fair enough. Can I ask him about business? What are your gift-giving customs? Yes. A curious question. It's a sign of courtesy among strangers and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign you're cautious and considerate and aware of others' wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it's a private thing and subtle with great risks. The test of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver. Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters the yurt without invitation. Customs differ with many different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashkans, tribal chiefs, and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. Understand you wish to give me a suitable gift, but you don't know me well enough to choose such a gift, or you cannot find or afford a gift you know to be suitable for me. Let us take your earnest thought and effort as a token of your gift. You've behaved courteously and I'm inclined to help you. No, wait, no, I wanna know about the gift. Oh, apparently I've just impressed him so much that I don't even need to give him a gift. There's actually a really cool bit to this quest that you can do, where you can get him, if his disposition isn't already high enough, you can get him to, like, he'll tell you, like, oh, he likes reading, and he likes poetry. And you can, we're gonna end this for a second. that other lady mentioned he's either going to be downstairs reading or in the room behind the bar. If you go downstairs and you look around, you can find one of these rooms is going to have some books out. This one. And the 5 Far Stars, Ashland Hymns, and the Red Book of Riddles. And so he likes poetry books. You know, he has Ashland Hymns and the 5 Far Stars. If you then go to the local bookstore, which is not terribly far from here, but I don't remember where. That's the Council Club. You can, like, find a book for him. A book that he doesn't have that is a book of Ashlander poetry. And he will be extremely impressed with it. And it gives you a nice big disposition bump with him. I don't remember where the hell the bookstore is. Oh, here we go. Books. But apparently I just had his disposition up high enough that he was willing to talk to me anyway. So, real quick. Ashlanders. Ashlander Customs. Ashlander Gifts. Can I find... Yeah. Barter. What do you have here? A less rude song, ABCs for Barbarian, Ancestors in the Dunmer, Ashland Hymns. I think you already had that one. Jerem's Heart of Enequina. I don't think that's what I want. 5 Songs of King Wolfhearth. No, he wouldn't like that one. Frontier Conquest, Lives of the Saints, Mysterious Akavir, Origin of the Mages Guild, Reflections on Cult Worship, Saryani's Sermons, Special Flora, Anointed Anuad, Brothers of Darkness. Is Doors of the Spirit one of them? 5 Far Stars, The Mirror, Red Book of Riddles, Words of the Wind. That's one of them. We'll get that. And we'll take that down to him and see if he'll still accept it. Hopefully he will. Because I believe Words of the Wind, if we look at it, is collected Ashlander Wise Woman. May I shrink to dust is from Ahemasu Ashlanders of the Graysland. There we go. Perfect. We'll go see if he will accept my gift. You there. Thoughtful gift. Oh. I can't give it to him now. But I went through... Oh, well, whatever. Ashlanders, there's much to tell. Take these notes. I've written here everything you should know about the Ashlanders and the Nereverian cult, but most of all, if you're visiting a camp, these are the things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you ask of the Nereverian cult, perhaps you'd be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Nereverian cult is their hatred of foreigners. So, courtesy we've already got. I think he's going to tell me yes. Challenges. When challenged for sport, it's acceptable to decline. When challenged for honor, it is shameful to decline. Honor challenges come from offense given in speech or action, or may represent customary formal challenges of status or ritual. What can you tell me about the cult? They worship the great Ashcan and Hortator Nerevar Moon Star, who in ages past destroyed the evil godless dwarves and banished the treacherous Dagothar and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. Cults of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and only among the Urish Laku do its followers have any influence. Other Ashlander tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Nereverian prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. Ashlanders of the northern Ashlands in the West Gash and the northwest of Vardenfell. Ashcan Sul Matul is their chief, a brave and respected war leader and warrior protector of the Nereverian cult. The Irish Laku camp moves with the herds but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts. North of the village of Margan, small village north of Aldrune. Alright, is there anything? Oh yeah, Ashlanders and foreigners. Ashlanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind, at the very least, wish the devils would leave them in peace. Ashlanders think it's shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them on their clan laws. No Ashlander is fool enough to make war against the Empire, however, if such a war might be won, many Ashlanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war. Alright, well, we got some info at least. And now we can head back to Caius. Oh, it looks like the ash storms are calming down a little bit. You can kind of see a bit of the ghost fence behind us there. It does seem to be having some minor Z fighting going on. I wonder if we can get close enough to actually like see the ghost fence. 'Cause, like, it has a really cool animation if you get close enough. Oh, you little bastards, I see you. What? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Stop flying into that rock. You there. Stand and fight me. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. Come on. Let's get close enough that it actually kicks in. Oh, God. Forget the ash storms, it's the cliff racer storms you gotta watch out for. Any more? Okay, we're good. There we go. We're close enough to get that one to kick in. Can I get this one to kick in, please? There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. And as we get a little closer, we'll even get to see it a little bit more clearly. Actually, screw it. We'll walk back to Balmora, because there's totally a path that'll take me back to Balmora from here. I think. If we just walk right up to the ghost fence, I should be able to head, like, south along it, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we, real quick, just, don't mind me. Yeah, we'll just, real quick kind of hover over the mountain here. Ooh, what's this? Hello. Okay, we're good. I'm assuming that this is going to let me sneak in under the ghost fence. There's supposed to only be one way in or out, but there's a couple others if you dig around enough. Let's save before we go in here real quick, because if this does get me under the ghost fence, it might be full of some very nasty stuff. Phandathram Ancestral Tomb. What's it going to be? Ghosts? It's probably going to be ghosts. Probably worth having the healing ring on, and get the sword out. If it's skeletons, we're good. If it's ghosts, bone walkers, but lesser bone walkers. Veteran guard shield? Ah! Okay, wait, what did that do? Drain endurance. Okay, whatever, he's dead. Bone mold greaves. A ring. Actually, that's a fairly valuable ring. Sell that. Just going tomb robbing, don't mind me. Ow. Well, that was dumb. Didn't even look to see if that door was trapped. What an idiot. I could have died. We're good. I see you. Is that a... Oh, these are dangerous. Yeah, okay. This is something I've warned people about. Greater Bone Walkers. That guy hit me 3 times and my strength was dropped to 38. So at this point I would need to drop like 13 pounds of items if I wanted to be able to move. However, I did stock up on restore strength stuff. I didn't really stock up, I just kept any that I found. Yeah, that wasn't even enough to restore my strength all the way to full. Like, they're nasty. And can very easily just, like, leave you, like, permanently trapped at the bottom of a cave. Without too much trouble. Nothing, huh? Is there really just nothing down here? Is it just... What a weak cave, or tomb, I guess. Alright. Nothing else in here. That's fine. We'll just carry on. Every now and then, one of these caves that you find, though, right near the edge of the ghost fence will absolutely, like, lead you under the ghost fence, and you can come out on the other side. Yeah, you can kind of see there's some stuff in there. Like, there's a cave entrance right there. Are we okay? We're good. When we get back to Balmora, we're going to need to restore our strength at the temple. I think you can just pay at the shrines and they'll be able to restore it. Or you can buy potions, I suppose, but I'm pretty sure the shrines will just, like, restore attributes as well. I wonder if Ghost Gate has anything that can restore. I don't remember if there's, like, a full temple there or not. We'll check it out. Ghost Gate's a cool place to look at anyway. It's just there's some fun stuff there. Cool people, and there's some neat items you can find there. I don't remember what's that way. Wayada, but I don't see anything connected to it. I've got the map sitting around here somewhere. I should put it up on my wall. I have all the maps actually. I've got, like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or so, they came out with a special, like, Elder Scrolls box set where you got all 5 games in one box set. And it wasn't even terribly expensive. I think it was like $80 or something like that. And included all the DLC and everything, and it came with the full-size, like, paper maps for all 5 games. And I've got all 5 of them sitting over here in a nice little stack in the corner of my desk. I just need to get them, like, framed. I want to get them put up on the wall at some point. Oh, I'm being chased by this. It was kind of funny because it did come with, like, disc installations for both Arena and Daggerfall, but, like, those are both available as free downloads on Bethesda's website and have been for, like, ages. Okay. Here's the plan. Sir, just... Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Real quick, we're just gonna no-clip my way out of this, just so that I'm not stuck forever. And no-clip back off. Okay, Mr. Cliff Racer, would you like to come down here, maybe? Please. Oh my god, I hate these things so much. Alright, fine. How am I not close enough to hit him? Ah, there we go. Alright. He's down. I think I'm stuck in this stupid tree again. Alright. No clip my way back out. And get that toggled back off. Perfect. Yeah, some of these trees, I don't know if it's the mod I've got that like redid the textures and the mesh on these trees. They get a little weird. And cliff racers tend to get stuck in them. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's not enough of an issue to make me be like, I need to reinstall the whole game because like it's only in the Foyadas, and that's not that big of a part of the game, but occasionally I might have to use some temporary no clipping to get myself in and out of there. Alright, what have we got here? Tower of Dusk. I'm looking for a shrine. Don't suppose you guys have like a full dedicated like temple shrine here? White
Yes,
Armiger.
what do you want?
No, what's your deal? Barter? Faction members only. Must be temple, I'm assuming. More buoyant
Is there
armigers.
something you
And then, yeah, these guys.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Full glass armor and a unique Daedric helm. She ends up dead a lot because that is an extremely nice set of gear to get your hands on. It is that is the best light armor set in the game if you're not getting into like unique stuff. And I think there's a couple more around here too. That's locked at level 50. I'm probably not going to tamper with that in front of all of these guys. They probably wouldn't be too happy about it. But if we go into lower level Dusk... Yeah, what do we got down here? Yeah, this guy.
What is it, Outlander?
Glass pauldrons, you can see the value, almost 10,000 per pauldron. Helm, bracers, cuirass, shield, the boots, swords, a 10-second paralysis dagger. That's 1.8 weight, and you can just pull it out whenever you want to paralyze somebody. Like, that's insane. I think he'll sell most of it, but it is extraordinarily expensive. Like, the shield alone is 13,000 gold. If you think you can steal all of it, this is a great place to come. Because there is, I think, what are we missing here? Left and right pauldron, left and right gauntlet, helmet. We're missing the greaves. Does he sell the greaves? He doesn't even have a pair. That's why they're missing, because he doesn't own them. So you can get yourself everything except the greaves for a full set of glass armor in this room. The only thing that needs to happen is this guy either needs to not be looking, or dead. Let's see how easy it is for him to not be looking. It claims he's not looking now. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not going to win this fight. Because, yeah, he's down here. The buoyant armigers are a little nuts. So, not worth stealing all of this, because if you piss these guys off, it is going to go very poorly for you. But yeah, like, glass staff, if you want a spear, or blunt weapon, I suppose that is. But yeah, like, there's just so much good stuff down here.
Do you seek training?
Yeah, look at this guy.
Probably nothing.
Another, like, unique Daedric helm. So, Daedric armor in this game does not have a helmet to its set. Instead, there are 3 unique Daedric helmets throughout the game. I think one of them has 2 copies, so there's technically 4, but it's a repeat of one of them. And 2 of them are in this building. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, yep, Ghost Fence into the blighted regions of Ash Mountain. So yeah, this is definitely, if you're somebody that wants to steal some decent gear, this is a place worth being aware of. Now, would you mind,
Is there something you need?
like, getting the fuck out of the doorway? Alright, we're going to use another console command here real quick. RA. If you ever have people standing somewhere where you don't want them, hit RA, and it'll teleport everybody back to their original standing locations. It's worth doing that once in a while anyway, near the Silt Strider caravanners, because they have a tendency to slowly drift backwards, and eventually they'll just drift themselves right off the platform and die, or they won't be, up where you need them. And you can just, console command RA, it'll pop them all back up where they're supposed to be. There is a temple here.
Ghost Gate
Don't
is not for the weak,
suppose... I'll take Dellen's shield. Thelm's Glory.
Outlander. What do you want?
Rock of Lothus. Vivek's Fury. Eris's Warding. Spirit of Nerevar. I mean, this is, if nothing else, quite the collection of benefits we're getting here. City Restoration, that's what I want. Give me that. Okay, all my stats restored. Yeah, so we were down to 38. So that was like 25 points of strength damage from like 2 or 3 hits. Like, it's ridiculous how bad they can knacker you. Like, and what did we get from all of that? I spent like 40 gold, and I got 5 willpower, 5 endurance, 5 personality, 5 restoration, 10% resist blight, fortify attack by 5 points, 20% resist corpus, which that's so pointless. Don't pay for that one. I can tell you that right now. It is impossible to catch corpus. They give you a resist spell for it and everything, and like they treat it like it's going to be a thing you're going to encounter. You literally cannot catch corpus outside of one point in the main quest, and it's guaranteed that you catch it at that point. So that's completely worthless. It's like a scripted thing. Fortify fatigue by 20 points. That's pretty damn good. Fortify health by 5 points is okay. 20% resist common disease is good. 20% resist poison is good. And fortify magicka by 10 points. I mean, I've only got 42, so that's actually a pretty significant increase. I don't know how long those all last for, but like, whatever. 40 bucks for all that, I'll take it.
Yes, Outlander.
We've got ordinators over here.
What is it, citizen?
More ordinators. More ordinators. Yeah, this is something you're going to see. There's like, the ordinators are the generalized, like, temple, like, archcannons military forces, and the buoyant armatures are more of the, like, specialized guarding of shrines and guarding of like important religious places. They're probably the ones that are more like accurate to what the actual tribunal were like claim their forces are supposed to be, like purely beneficial, kind-hearted aids to everyone.
Ghost Gate is not
The ordinators have basically just become like the secret police. We'll take a look around though, see if anybody else. Ooh, Tower of Dawn vault key. Don't
Go on about
think I can get that? Okay, that I wouldn't mind trying. Can I get that key? Just save real quick, and then
You're finished. May our
No.
lords be merciful.
okay. We'll try it again from a different angle. Oh. Or if he just wants to, like, walk out there.
Tidings.
Would you mind just, like, facing that way? And then I will save here. We're about as far back as we can be. Okay. Try saving again. Nope. Okay. Maybe that's not going to happen. They seem to be very touchy about this key. Maybe there's like a bell on it that I'm not seeing. That's fine. And that's why I don't really trust that, like, hidden icon. People are always like, oh, you can just look at the hidden icon and tell if you're hidden. It's true, you can tell if you're hidden, but as soon as you take any action, like picking up an item, or opening a chest, or doing anything that you want to be hidden for, it can negatively impact how hidden you are, and immediately you're spotted. So the hidden icon is... I mean, you definitely want it on before you do something, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do the thing. Okay. I'm under attack from something. Oh, it's you. And you're gonna get stuck up there, aren't you? Come on. You know what? Screw it. I own these fancy arrows? It's as good a time as any. Boom. Good a time as any to try that. Okay, why am I missing? I'm missing something. Some piece of equipment that should be equipped is not currently equipped. Because I should have one more slot filled. Oh, was it the... It's because I'm not wearing my robe. I think I sold the robe. I had a robe on previously. I've got the pants on. Do I have a shirt on? I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm pretty sure you can wear a shirt under armor. We'll take a look at that. But yeah, I need to go pick up a shirt. And I think I can have a pair of robes equipped too. It becomes useful later when you're starting to do like custom enchanting to have just as many pieces of random like clothing on as you can, just to give yourself extra slots to enchant to. Oh, for the love of God. I see you. Boom. Alright. We'll head on down this way. This should take me all the way down to, like, Balmora-ish. Hello? Who's attacking me? Oh! Would you believe... It's my friend. Actually, let's try it with just iron arrows. Not bad. Alright. We'll use the bow for a little bit. See how that works. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, there's no, like, de-knocking arrows, unfortunately. So once you've knocked an arrow, you're firing it. And, yeah, get rid of this. Get me to, like, 7 a.m. That's fine. We should also see one last bit of, like, architecture style that we're going to find fairly commonly in Morrowind that we haven't seen yet. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a shulk. Get it? Get it? Is it dead? Okay, it's dead. We're cool. Yeah, big giant beetles. They have like a flaming melee attack. It's like an AoE fireball when they melee attack you. Kind of obnoxious, but... You think I can sneak attack that cliff racer? Well, I apparently can, but the attack didn't connect. Get it? Okay, we got him. Alright, we're good. Oh god. Okay. Slowly but surely. Would I do an Oblivion playthrough? Absolutely. Absolutely I would. Like, if I finished doing the full, like, Morrowind playthrough, I would very likely look at doing Oblivion next. I'm actually, on a side note, to promote a content creator who's far more talented and professional than I am. My favorite YouTube channel is doing a Oblivion playthrough right now. I've been watching this guy for like 5 or 6 years now. And he just started his first ever playthrough of Oblivion. He's never touched it before. Many a True Nerd. If you've ever seen that channel, fantastic content stuff. If you like Oblivion and like Bethesda-style RPGs, ton of good stuff over there. And yeah, right in the middle of doing Oblivion at the moment. I think he just finished Knights of the Nine. He's like 40 parts in. Wait, come back. Where are you going? Get back here, you bastard. Oh. Got him. I'm actually, you know, before when I quit today, we'll show my current Oblivion setup. I'm pretty happy with my Oblivion setup at the moment. Like, I've got a bunch of mods set up, and it is looking quite nice. For the love of God. I think he's clipped inside the wall. Okay. You there. Oh, for the love of God. Got him. I can't believe I haven't gained any marksmen. Like, I've been shooting so many things here. I haven't used a bow at all yet, and now I'm just like absolutely nailing these shots, and I haven't gotten a single marksman like level up. Come on, game. Like, look at that. Just picking these guys off left, right, and center. How about right about there? Yep. And there. Yep. And there. Oh, miss. Got him. All right. Yeah, before I quit today, because I think the plan is we're going to get back to Balmora, we're going to turn in our quest to Caius, and then we'll probably call it apart there for now. We'll pick up the new quest from him, at least get him to tell us what the new quest is, and then we'll call it apart there for now. And before we like close out for the stream for today, I'll launch my copy of Oblivion, just to show what the current graphics setup of that looks like. Because like I'm pretty happy with how my current copy of Morrowind looks like. I think this does a pretty good job of still keeping faithful to what Morrowind is supposed to look like, while still like polishing it up a little bit. Because believe me, if you just buy a retail copy of Morrowind and boot it up, it's not going to look like this. All right. And yeah, the final type of building you'll occasionally see, the Daedric Ruin. I don't know if this Guar was hostile. I probably could have just walked past him, to be honest. These here, these like strange angular stone blocks with all the spiky bits sticking off of them, and archways and weird carvings on the stone. It's all this kind of like reddish purple. This is Daedric shrines, and you're going to find a bunch of these around, and they do come with Daedra living in them frequently. Come on, you little bastard. Oh, got one hit. Come on. Like that Daedra right up ahead of me. And most Daedra are immune to normal weapons, so you'll need something enchanted to deal with them. I don't remember how Morrowind treats enchanted arrows versus enchanted bows. I don't know if it needs to be the arrow that's enchanted or the bow that's enchanted. If I'm not mistaken, there weren't enchanted arrows in the base game, and that was one of the like free downloads they gave. Because Morrowind, okay, so Morrowind existed before Horse Armor had invented DLC, as we know it today, and it came with 2 expansions that were released after, about a year after the game came out, Tribunal and Blood Moon. Oh, you little bastard. Stay back. But before those came out, they did have a handful of like DLC-sized download packs available that added in a couple like basic little things. Like I think one of them just added in a single piece of armor. One of them added in like a single island with a quest on it to kill a bunch of skeletons. There were like 7 or 8 of them like that. They're just like little single, like what you would expect from like a $5 DLC. And I think the enchanted arrows were one of the things that were added by that. Now this is in Morrowind. They were only available from like the Bethesda forums, like as like a small download, because they couldn't be more than like a megabyte or 2, because internet connections at the time were just so unreliable that you know half the world was still using dial-up internet, so you couldn't put like a massive download thing for content because no one would be able to access it. And charging for that kind of thing, like charging someone a few dollars for a small piece of download content, was just unheard of. So they just got put in as like individual little downloads, and they were never available for the console version. So like if you've only ever played on console, I guarantee you've never seen any of them. They were called the official plugins. The Morrowind official plugins. And yeah, there's just like, I think it's like 7 of them that just add in tiny little things that wouldn't really have made sense to do as like a full like update. Also because this is back in the days when internet was crap, there weren't really patches, so like you didn't have to like download updates or patches for your game. They would occasionally release a patch on their website that you'd be like, hey, we've, you know, fixed a few glitches, but that was like, you'd get that maybe once or twice for the entire like game. I'm trying to think if there's any of them that I can show off in a hurry. I don't think there really are. There's one of them, I don't know where it is, but it adds a little tiny like quest to go kill a bunch of skeletons on an island. And I think the island is like this little island right here. I think that island isn't normally there. Alright. This here's the bridge just behind Fort Moonmoth that we killed the Snowy Gravius on. And the Dwemer Ruin we raided is right up there. So we're getting back to Balmora here. Hello? Oh, of course it's a feckin' cliff racer. Why wouldn't it be a cliff racer? They are just a curse. Like, you can't walk 3 feet without hitting one of these things. There. Alright. Also, how have I still not gained a level of marksman? Like, come on, game. Oh, apparently I did at some point. It just didn't show me the thing, I don't think. Oh. Thinks he can hide in the sun. Alright, well I've used up all of those arrows. That's 100 iron arrows fired. for like 1 level of marksman. Boom. Alright. I specifically, when I was creating this character, I picked marksman because I knew that the cliff racers had a tendency to just get stuck up in the air, and it took forever for them to like come down and fight you. There we go. Oh, I've never done Kavat's rebuilt. I've actually always wanted to take a look at that one. It sounds really interesting. I didn't add it in because I didn't want to like break. I have open cities that I use. I have a couple other things I use that like redo some map stuff, and I didn't want to break Kavat. But that does look like a really cool mod. Like that's the kind of gameplay altering mod that I'm like, yes, more of these, please. Give me more personality, I suppose. We're making reasonable progress. That's what, level 7? Yeah, sweet. I should run the math on what level this character's like max is going to be. It's not that hard to like run the calculations. Matter of fact, I can probably do it real quick now. So I've got 4 more levels and a point here, 5 more levels and 6 points here, so 8 points, 9 and 8 points, 6 more levels and 2 there, so 7 more levels, so 16 more. 7, we got -2, so 20 brain melt, 22, 27 and 2 spare points. Got 8 more here, which is what? Wait, 7 more here, plus 4. So 27, 34, plus 6. 8 more here, so 42 plus 4, something like that. I got another 8 here, 50. We've got about another 16 there, so 60, mid-60s? Yeah, I can get to like the mid-60s on levels if I max out all of my like tagged skills. So another, yeah, about 60 level ups to go. So as far as like getting my attributes boosted, that's why I'm not that worried about min-maxing attributes. I've still got like 180 points minimum to put in there, and if you get a ×2 multiplier, it's going to be like 360 points to throw into these without having to worry about anything. So not too worried. Oblivion, you get a few less levels because you only get 7 tagged skills, so it's a little more important that you kind of like try to optimize your skills, although you don't need every attribute at the max in Oblivion, especially not as much as you do in Morrowind. In Morrowind, some of them are used for like guild promotion checks, whereas in Oblivion you don't really have that, so it's not as important. Like if you're playing a melee class, you really don't need to worry about intelligence and willpower as much, so you can leave some points out of them without too much of a problem. Caius! Orders, thank you for your report, but keep his notes on the Ashlanders, you'll need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Urushlaku camp to speak with Sul-Matul and Nabina Macia. Before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies. That's why you were pulled out of prison on His Majesty's authority and sent to me, so you could satisfy the conditions of the prophecies and become the Nerevarine. Here's a decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later, it should explain everything. As you'll see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy, and are you really the prophesized Nerevarine? At first I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive impostor. Now I don't know what to think. But I'm sure of one thing, it's not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously just as His Majesty commands. So Zion Sabani says Sulmatul and the Bani Mesa at the Urislaku camp are the heads of the Nerevarine cult, so I'm sending you to speak with them. Tell them your story and have them test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. As heads of the Nerevarine cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies, and when you've spoken with them, report back to me. Here's 200 drakes for expenses, and pick up essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth. Imperial Legion garrison, southeast of Balmora, just outside of town. The knight in charge. I don't remember if you can actually get supplies. Like, if you can just go talk to these guys and they'll give you some free supplies. I don't remember. Urislaku camp lives close to the Sea of Ghosts, north of the village of Margan, on the northern coast of Vardenfell. The fastest, smartest way to reach Margan is to take a Silt Strider to Aldrune and then to Margan. In Margan, look for a scout named Nulena Tadas at the Margan outpost. She'll be able to tell you how to reach the camp. Alright,
With pleasure. Please.
so there's our next mission.
I'm all ears.
We need to head up to the Urislaku camp and go get tested against the prophecies. So that's what we'll be doing when we come back next time. Let me go ahead and get this going. Which is a trip. There's Margan. So yeah, from Aldrune, north up to there. And then they somehow already put the Urislaku camp on my map, despite not knowing where it is. But yeah, we've got to head from here all the way up to there. So as you can see, probably the farthest trip we've done. Actually, definitely the farthest trip we've done, like, in-game yet. Also, at some point, we need to go back to Anisi, down in Pelagiad, and let her know we took care of that Kamanatong guy that was harassing her. So yeah, we'll call this a part here for Morrowind, and Invictus, if you're still there, I'll just show you real quick what the Oblivion I have set up looks like at the moment. I'm going to temporarily pop this up and get this taken care of. If the stream just crashes here, I apologize. Oh, thankfully Morrowind crashed. We're good. Sometimes lately when I've been closing Morrowind, it just like black screen locks up my entire computer, and I have to like hold the power button to get it to reset. I think it was something with the compatibility settings, and I changed them before stream, and it seems to have fixed itself. So hopefully we're good to go. Let me real quick get into Oblivion. No, I don't want you to... Oh, god damn you. I need to reset my settings because it does this every time I launch. It decides everything needs to be at medium settings because it can't recognize my video card, and I was supposed to launch it using Vortex. I can never remember which games I need to launch with Vortex and which games I need to launch without Vortex. This is apparently one of the Vortex ones. Yeah, Alt F4 hasn't been working, sadly, and neither is Alt Tab or Control Shift Escape. It is just like we are not letting you go, which is a pain, but that's fine. Okay, Oblivion. If I just hit launch here, are you going to be cool? I don't need the newest script extender release. Oblivion, please. Just launch. Be free. Are we good? Okay, that sounds promising. Before I tab back in, we're just real quick going to load into the game and make sure it actually loads in, and then I will Alt-Tab from there. I believe Oblivion should be safe and stable to Alt-Tab out of. Hopefully. Come on. Come on. I hear music and the loading bar is moving. This is both encouraging signs. I just don't want to tab while it's in the loading screen because it would definitely crash if I did that. It's at like the final percent of the loading bar and it's just sitting there. Whatever you're trying to load, you can do it, game. I believe in you. Maybe I don't believe in you. I hit escape. Does that help you? No? Have you just completely locked up? I was just playing like 2 days ago. What's your problem, Oblivion? What if I alt-tab and then tab back in? Does that fix you? No? Alright, that's cool. We'll just force quit you. That's fine. And we'll try relaunching. Hopefully this is gonna work. Load this, please. Oh, Bethesda. Never change. Or do. Do you think Starfield is going to be like this? Because so far it seems like that's fine. There we go. We're in. It seems like every Bethesda game just has this tendency to just kind of like, sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. Real quick, I'm going to do something that helps improve stability on Oblivion and just limit it to only using 2 CPU cores. And then if we go over to here and hit that, we are back. And we're back in Oblivion. And it should be nice and pretty looking. Where the hell am I? One notable thing. Let's get somewhere where I can see the Imperial City. Might get the occasional little bit of chunkiness when it's loading stuff, especially when I first load in. That's pretty much to be expected. If we just get far enough that I can actually see stuff, if you know Oblivion really well, you might already notice something that you're like, hey, wait a minute. That's different. I am a Knights of the Nine. I actually just finished that. That was like the last thing I was doing when I was playing Oblivion, was doing the Knights of the Nine quests. Real quick, let's just bash this cat around for a moment. Oh, I've got the boots on. Never mind, I don't need to bash this cat around. We're friends. Alright. You might notice you can see all the little forts and ruins and elven ruins and all that stuff from an unlimited distance away. There's a fort up there. There's something up in the mountains. That's Bruma up there in the hills. And normally Oblivion has a pretty famous like short load distance where like forts and towers and stuff just kind of materialize out of the ether 3 feet in front of your face. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Turn route. I'll take that. So yeah, got that fixed. Got some like reasonably nice textures installed. Like they're not like super high res textures, but they're nice enough. If we go back to the Imperial City real quick, we can take a quick glance at them. Matter of fact, we'll just fast travel there. That's fine. Fast travel to like the market. And of course, it decides to rain. Fantastic game. You're really making sure I can show off how nice everything looks with this lovely overcast rain. It's really helping. I've seen the Mythic Dawn one before. I did have that on one of my old versions of this. Oh my god. Please, will you just... I think, yeah, you'll hear the rain stop. Okay, cool. So if we just, keep going here. So we'll say like 8, 9 in the morning. That should be fine. This should look reasonably... Are you fucking kidding me? It started raining the hour that I hit cancel. Okay, it stopped raining there. Can I get some good weather? I want the sun to be up and the weather to be clear. Is that too much to ask for? You know what? Whatever. It's close enough. Yeah, it's reasonably nice looking. I fixed the faces. That's my big like improvement here. Is that if we go around and look at people's faces, especially elves. Let's find an elf. Is there any dark elves around here? I'm trying to think if I can remember like where a dark elf lives or an orc. Orcs look much nicer. Let's go over to what's the shop here called? Slash and Smash. I've like reduced the potato face by at least 50%.
Herbal Grow Oracle knows you need axes and blunt weapons, big ones, so he makes them and sells them here.
All right.
Slash and Smash, the big orc weapon shop. Big weapons for big heroes.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Good day.
Yeah, slightly less potato face. I did have a mod, although I swear it's installed. It doesn't seem to be working. That changed the conversations so that when you were in conversation with someone, it didn't like
What can I do for you?
zoom you into their face. But yeah, reasonably decent looking faces on people.
You should check out the guild
Is there any dark elves around here? I'm trying to think if I can think of a dark elf in the Imperial City that like runs a shop. There's got to be one, right? No. How about you over here? No, you're... Wait, are you a dark elf? What are
How do
you?
you do? Put on the feed bag.
Yeah, okay.
Dilos Fandas. We got food and drink.
Again,
and lots
Just
of
slightly less potato face than they normally look in Oblivion, although it still looks kind of stylized. This is something that I wanted to make sure I kept. Oblivion's like faces looked kind of cartoony and stylized, especially compared to like, you know, Skyrim or the more recent games. They went for a very like stylized, cartoonish appearance to them with like very vibrant big eyes and stuff like that. I wanted to keep that because like I've seen mods for the faces in Oblivion that try to make them look super realistic, and that just feels out of place to me. This keeps them like, it improves the like squishy, like malformed, there's no definition to their face potato-ness of them, because the vanilla faces are, oh god, they are truly a sight. And the orcs and the elves just get it the worst. I don't know what they did, what they had against orcs and elves in the original version of Oblivion, but they look horrible. Oh, what do the Khajiit look like too? I think they look pretty nice, because the Khajiit look pretty wonky. Anybody that wasn't just like a basic human looked a little off.
Have you heard any word? The
And yeah,
divine crusader
Much
himself.
nicer. Still
To what do I
stylized,
owe this honor?
but nicer. So yeah, like I've got things about
You
where I want
too.
them to be.
You have words?
My god, there's just so many. Here, I'll just set that back up there for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that'd be stealing. I'm not going to touch that. Okay. Take care. But yeah, we've got Oblivion, and we might take a look at that at some point. What am I at on this character? I don't even know. We're at level 13. Custom class, pretty generic, nothing fancy. I did get a mod here that shows you, I can't like mouse over it because then the thing disappears, but if you look at this little card that comes up, it actually shows you what your different levels do, which can be very nice for some of them. Because sometimes you're just like, what the hell do I get for light armor at master? Oh, it's increased armor rating by 50%. That's nice to know. But yeah, if I do switch over to Oblivion, we'll start a new character. We'll mess around with that. there's actually quite a few things I haven't done in Oblivion because they were all the DLCs for Oblivion that I never played. Like there's I think I have the quests already, don't I? Current quests. Some of these are like DLC. Is it all the way down at the bottom? Yeah, like Dunbarrow Cove, Deepscorn Hollow, Frostcrake Spire, Battlehorn Castle, Mayrune's Razor, Repairing the Orrery. Those are all like little mini DLCs that they came out with like a year or so after Oblivion had come out. But when I was playing Oblivion, I was playing it at a house that I lived at that didn't have an internet connection. I was living like out in the middle of the boonies, and there was like literally no internet. So I never played any of the DLCs because I got the disc version of Shivering Isles, and that came with Knights of the Nine, but it didn't have any of the DLCs. So I've actually never played any of them, because every time I've booted it up on PC, I've like stuck to the main quest and played the stuff I enjoy. Like I always want to go back and do Shivering Isles again. I've been actually really having to restrain myself from running off to Shivering Isles on this character, because I want to do it at a higher level, because you're kind of supposed to do it at a higher level. I just never always run off to do it early. But yeah, we're going to call it a day here for now. I'm going to go get some sleep, and we will be back probably not tomorrow or the next day with more Morrowind. And no, you're not crazy if you just tuned in or something. This is Oblivion. We're just taking a quick look at this before we shut it down. And we'll be back, yeah, with more Morrowind in like either Thursday night or Friday night, probably, and pick up more with that. Possibly Darksiders if I'm for some reason feeling burned out on Morrowind and want to do Darksiders instead. We'll do that. If you want to keep track of what my plans are for streams or what I'm doing or what the thought process is on what I'm planning to do coming up, the Twitter link down below is my current like social media for running streams and what, announcing what I'm going to be doing, talking about what the plans are, all of that. So if you follow me there, you can keep up to date with what's going on with that. And if you want to watch any old videos from any of the old series I've played or old games I've done, anything like that, that is all down in the YouTube link down below as well. Anything that's too old to be on Twitch still will be down there. So for now, I'm going to head out and get some sleep before I have to go back to work. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.